Shut up, Jordan! Hi, everybody! Welcome to Frequently Urgent Questing! We're all here!
Yay!
Woo! Get it.
We did forget we were muted.
I did not. I turned it off.
I definitely did not unmute myself. It's fine.
Neither did I, Stacy. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're fine.
So
And-
screw the rest of you.
Today we are playing The Masque of the Worms by Arcane Library. We're not sponsored, but thank you very much for your content. Alright. I'm Jardin, and I'll be your DM. Everybody introduce yourselves.
Who's going first?
Let's do Jeffrey, Kail, Breanna, and Stacy.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Jeffrey. I'm not used to going first.
Hi, I'm Kail. Apparently I'm second.
There were more instructions than that, you guys.
You want us to say our characters? I didn't hear that. There was a lot of
No. Actually, let's just keep this going. Breanna, introduce yourself. Stacy, introduce yourself, and then introduce your characters.
Okay.
I'm
is going
Breanna
great.
or Quincy, and I am apparently third.
What's up? I'm Stacy. I'm fourth, as it goes in my life. Cool.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Jeffrey, what character are you playing?
I am playing a half-elf named Valencia Saint Orange, the Paladin, and she'll be good. She'll be fun.
She's here to slay.
I wasn't going there, but sure, yes.
Yeah, she's gonna slay.
Slay.
Alright, Kail, what about you?
I'm playing a halfling named Runey. She is a wannabe dungeon diver who's seeking to be a treasure seeker someday, but she's got to make a little bit of money first.
Alright, Breanna.
All right, so I am playing Cherym. She is a level 1 goblin bard.
And Stacy?
That's it. That's all we get.
Do you want more?
We'll get more later, trust me.
Okay. So, hello again. I am playing Darcy, half-elf ranger. Just kind of wander around most of the time. Really into Kail, god of death. But, like, it's a balance. I don't just want to kill people. Yeah. That's it.
Nice. It's so cool that you hang out with the death god sometimes. Alright,
Yeah.
so
Weird about the death gods.
all of you are in a sunlit meeting hall meeting with the Baron Henrik Rennet. And he is this sort of like strong-jawed man, red beard, tall, commanding presence, but at this moment he is weak and diminished. He put out a bulletin for people to come help him, and he has just relayed to all of you that his wife has gone missing and that he would like you to go look for her. And he sort of just has his hands in his head and he seems very defeated. Yeah, so that's the scene as we have it at the moment. Do you guys have any questions or anything?
So I'm standing next to the Baron, and I'm, just rubbing his back and being like, "It's gonna be okay, Baron. We're gonna get your lovely wife back. There's absolutely no way that we won't get her back. I promise. Please pay me out in gold, not gems."
He just kind of nods solemnly and looks up at the rest of you, and he goes, "I understand that this may... Well, actually, no, I don't. There have been some weird rumors about the Lord of Moldavia Manor, and that is where my wife was last supposed to be. She went there for some sort of party or some sort of masque, some gathering. I don't personally attend those myself, but just anything to get her back. I'll pay you 100 gold each. I think that's well within my means to provide for you, should you bring her back, or just tell me if she's okay."
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
That sounds like a fair price.
I like money.
You're all just like, yeah,
Money is useful.
gold, yeah,
Wait, we don't even have to bring her back?
Well, he would like you to bring her back.
Dead or alive.
He did say that news was good enough, so I think we should at least aim for news.
Well, he doesn't know, like, the situation. He hasn't heard anything. but like she could just be okay. You know, we don't know.
I'm 100% saying all of that out loud.
Okay. Do you have any other questions for him? He sort of goes on to say that the party that she was attending was for Count Lebrim Moldavia, who was sort of like taking on the mantle of his father who had passed away, his Fortuna Moldavia.
Okay. And
Yeah,
which
anything else?
direction is that in?
Which direction it is?
Yeah. I'd like to know where we're going.
He says it's a day's travel to the east. And he will provide you all with horses and all the rations that you need for like a day's travel there and back and everything like that.
Fair deal.
Cool. So if you don't have any further questions, let's hit the road.
When you say horse, my legs are a bit short. That might not work for me.
He goes, well, as I would assume, we have a small cart for you to ride in behind one of the horses.
Oh, lovely. I love that. Is it, what color is it?
It's red.
Well, I suppose now that I'm a hero, I must make do.
Okay,
Right.
so with the promise of gold and everything sort of like set up for you, you take your horses and you travel a day's eastward towards Moldavia Manor. And through the day's travel, arriving on the second day, you come across a gloomy, weathered manor on the outside. And you approach, obviously, from the west. And there's sickly trees and just, it's kind of like densely overgrown with things, and there's like mold and moss collected on the walls, and it's a very like dilapidated on the outside kind of building, as if it's not been upkept very well.
Well, he sure knows how to welcome people, huh?
Yeah.
And supposedly there was a party in there. Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, it's kind of weird because I didn't hear anything about a party, and I'm pretty sure I would have heard about it.
well, shall we?
Yep.
Yeah, just disregard that. Just walk right.
Yeah, just walk right in. Are there any guards?
What was that?
Are there any guards?
There's no guards. You don't see anyone really. As you sort of approach the front door, you can see that there's like some stables off to the far left, and like a little bit of housing you can kind of see around the corner. And you approach the front door, and as you do so, you hear just cackling on the inside.
I laugh back.
Okay, for what purpose?
Just because they're laughing at us, obviously. So
Gotcha. Yeah, you just hear a single voice laughing, and you laugh back, and it gets quiet, and you hear like shuffling around.
knock, knock, knock.
No answer.
Is anybody in there? I mean, I hear you in there.
You give me persuasion. Okay, give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, that's a crit fail.
Crit fail.
Great way to start.
You just hear more laughing, and you hear something fall over and break.
So I push forward because up to this point I've been in the back where I'm safe. And I knock on the door very delicately and I go, "Hi, excuse me, my name's Cherym. You may know me, you may not. I'm pretty famous. You should let us in now, please."
Okay, give me persuasion.
That would be a natural 2.
We've gone up in the world.
So it's not good.
Wow.
But what did you get with
6.
your a 6 total? Okay. Yeah, there's no response to that.
I just kind of just look around. I just try to open the door.
Okay, it's unlocked. Yeah, you just open the door right up.
Yeah, I just walk right in. I'm just like, all right, well, we tried.
I immediately jump back because we did not check for traps.
No traps go off.
That's good. I've got like kung fu type. Like, oh god. All right, we're good. We're good. All right.
Yeah. So it opens up into an entrance hall, and you can see that there's like dark tapestries or whatever on the sides. There's suits of armor. There's some stairs that you can see, and on the ground is a man covered in blood, just laughing.
I step back behind the others.
Hey, is that your blood?
He kind of like rolls over onto his stomach, still laughing, and he takes like a bottle and tries to use it to like crawl forward a little bit. And he looks up at you and he's like, "Of course, it's my blood. Who else would it be?" And he tries to drink more out of the bottle, but it's empty.
Can I see like any wounds or anything on him?
Sure, give me just perception.
We're rolling great today, guys. That's a 10 total.
Okay. That's good enough. You can actually see that his costume that he was in is completely tattered open, and you see these large, like, circular wounds kind of like on his chest, on his back, on his leg, and he looks very sort of haggard and like pale from the blood loss.
Cool, cool. All right. Want to tell me what did that to you? Anything weird happening? Might as well just ask.
He sort of like tries to like crawl over to you and like tries to get up, but kind of falls a little bit and uses the wall to get up and stumbles over to you, and he goes, It's in the walls, in the cellar, the beast in the walls. And he sort of just like looks off in the distance.
Okay. Beast in the walls. All right.
And then he goes laughing. He just turns around and laughs and kind of stumbles again and just falls on the floor and
Can we just
laughs.
drag him out of the manor?
Sure, you can. Give me a grapple check.
Sure. That strength or
Strength, yeah. Athletics.
what is it, Jeffrey? 9 plus. That's 13.
Yeah, you're able to grapple him. It'll take half your movement gets halved, but you can drag him out.
Sure.
And as you start to grab him, he sort of like rolls over and like grabs you and gets really close to your face. He's like, "Tell me a joke. I want a joke. Tell me." And he's laughing more, and you can deposit him outside.
Sure. As I'm pulling him outside, I go, knock, knock.
Who's there? Who's there? And he just
Not
stares
you,
despondently.
Clearly.
And he just erupts with laughter. He's like, "I'm outside!" And he just sort of collapses on the floor.
Okay. I throw him on the floor and I pour some water over him. Try to wash up some of the blood.
He's just completely gone at this point.
Do I recognize this person at all?
What would you roll for that? Give me a history check.
Okay. Ooh, guys, we rolled over 10. Exciting for us. All right, it's a 13.
He's a human noble that you've seen before. His name is Montresor Wend, and he is known for being a successful poet.
Oh, so a bit of a lush. Okay, good to know.
Mhm.
He's probably drunk. I go inside.
Okay. So you're still in the entrance hall, but you can see that there is a small set of stairs that lead down into a larger great hall. And as you look in there, you can see that it's draped in fine white curtains and the walls have been painted to match, but you can see that it is just carnage in here. There are bodies strewn about, there are instruments thrown on the floor, there's blood stains on the walls, handprints on the walls, and you can see like rats on tables where there were food, and they're all like kind of squirming around and trying to eat all of the food. And there are 3 doors that lead out of this room, left, forward, and right.
So I'm assuming we were given a description of this Baron's wife, yes?
Like,
Oh, do
Yeah,
you?
and
Great.
Cherym would know.
Hey, any of these look like the wife?
I look around.
Give me an investigation check.
That's a 10.
10 plus anything, or just 10 total?
No, it's just a 10. I'm pretty dumb.
Okay, as you sort of just like walk around and just look at them, you don't recognize the Baron's wife.
Not here. Looks like a hell of a party, though.
Yeah?
I'd like to look around and see if like any of the blood splatter maybe went down one of the hallways or something. Or if there's any sort of
Give me perception
signs. 9.
9. The blood is pretty much everywhere in this place. You do notice that there's not a lot of blood coming from the door to the right. Like, it seems pretty clean in there. Like, there's just not as much blood on that side of the room.
Sure. Probably start down that hallway then.
Okay, it's not a hallway, it's just a door into that room.
Gotcha. Well, I open the door.
You open the door and you find a library, which is furnished in all black. Against the far right wall, you see a big clock, and there's like a desk, a couple chairs. You know, the bookcases are all full, and there's a few books open as well.
Okay.
Anything interesting? What are the open books?
One of them is the open book is called Tamerlane and Other Poems.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, that was a player reaction.
Cool. Cool. Don't really know a whole lot about poetry. I'm sure it's nice.
It's fucking Poe. Sorry.
Stop ruining it!
The fucking Cherym doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
This is why I don't play dummies. All right. Because I talk too much.
Embrace it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Speaking of
so...
which, he's probably bored, so I'm going to go start looking for something shiny.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Ooh, it's a 16.
A 16?
Mhm.
Okay. You are sort of like rummaging around and you notice that you can open up the clock door. You open it up and a bunch of rats like jump out at you and skitter out of the room. And with your investigation check, you find that inside the clock, sort of up above, behind the pendulum, is a dagger.
Is it a pretty dagger?
It's very pretty.
I take it.
Okay. As you grab it and then turn around, the rest of you, if you're looking at her eyes have completely whited over as if like cataracts, but you can still see fine.
So what's wrong with your face?
Absolutely nothing, darling. What's wrong with yours?
Well, your eyes are all fucked up, so...
I'm a goblin. They're this color naturally.
No, I mean...
I'm pretty sure goblin eyes aren't white.
You look like you're blind.
What? What?
Yeah.
Go look in the mirror.
Yeah, I run to the nearest reflective surface.
You're able to sort of like go up to the window where you can see a little bit of your reflection, and you see that your eyes have whited over.
Oh no. Oh no, no.
It's not a good look.
Cherym starts to cry.
Okay. All right. We have a crying goblin in a room.
All right, well, I just want
Cherym-
to look around, I guess.
All right. Give me an investigation check. Cherym, you do
See.
notice that
I
the room seems kind of brighter to you.
You know, now that you mention it, the room seems a little brighter to me.
Cool.
Anyway, that's a 7.
A 7. You sort of go through the rest of the room, and you're not able to find anything of particular interest in here.
If I put the dagger down, my
Yeah.
eyes come back.
Yeah, Cherym puts the dagger down, and her eyes are totally fine.
Oh, whoa.
And now you're normal again.
Maybe that
And
dagger
the room
does something.
kind of dims a little bit.
Pick it up again.
I pick it up again.
Pick it up, it gets a little brighter to you, and eyes white over again.
I don't need this. So
I can use it.
sit it down. Do you want this?
I want it.
Okay, that'll be 5 gold, please.
Okay.
I take 5 gold and I hand him the dagger.
Okay, Runey, you get the dagger, and as a halfling, while holding it, your eyes white over, and you can see in the dark now.
Excellent.
Up to
This
60
will help
feet.
for all of my dungeon diving.
You have a dagger now called Ghost Eye, and it is a +1 dagger.
Gotcha.
And you have dark vision up to 60 feet. Everyone else has dark vision, so that's really good.
That worked out well.
Yeah, just all right.
I considered keeping it just because Cherym really is stupid enough that I don't think she'd realize that it wasn't helping her. But money is better.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jardin,
and you're 5 gold richer. Yeah, what's up?
is this an item that can be added onto D&D Beyond? Or
I would have to
item?
add it as a custom item, but we can
Okay.
do that later.
Then give me a second. Okay, you said it's called Ghost Eye.
Yep.
And 60 feet of dark vision.
That's correct.
Okay.
Both
Standard.
side. Yep, standard, everything, dagger, whatever. It's a +1, but your eyes coat over.
Okay. Thanks. All right.
Okay. I will say that you have exhausted what you can find in this room.
Cool.
And I am not going to Google poetry or writing so I can read you excerpts because you're like, I just want to sit in here and read. I'm not doing that.
But why not?
All right, on the way to the next room.
Yeah, I'll head back out and we'll say a quick prayer to kill him for as I walk through the room because there's a lot of dead people. You know, they might as well have a smooth trip.
Can you describe to me how you do that?
I'll probably just kind of like grab the charm off of my quiver really quick and then just sort of like quickly whisper it under my breath as I'm walking through all the bodies.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're all back in the middle of the room.
And which room was that? The left.
You're back
right,
into the main hall.
The main room.
Yeah.
Where all them dead bodies are.
Yep, where all them dead bodies are.
But the library was where the blood did not go, correct?
Yes, and you didn't find any bodies in there, just the rats.
Rats.
Right. Well, I'll head toward the next door, I guess. Whichever one is closest to me.
The one that's closest to you would be to your right.
Okay, great. I'll go
Um,
check out that door.
you go into the door and it's locked. You try and grab it and it's just tuk tuk tuk,
Okay.
and you can't, But in like when you put your ear to the door, what's your passive perception?
16.
16. You can hear like muttering coming from the room.
Can I like tell any words, or is it just
Now give me an
mumbling?
active perception.
Fine? A lot. 24.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you put your half elf ear to the door. What's your half elf ears here? And 1 second. Did I lose it? Oh no.
I don't know. Did you lose it?
I did. Give me a second.
Dang it.
I know.
Damn it, Jardin.
I know.
What's this break brought to you by?
Not D&D Beyond, because we're not sponsored.
We could be.
Definitely not D&D Beyond.
Definitely not.
We just use it for all of our D&D characters, stats, and
You can roll
equipment.
dice now.
Yeah,
Fancy.
you can roll dice now. They do have that feature. The
Okay,
last
so-
feature I think they did was the encounter builder.
Make them pay for it, guys. We don't give it free in this house.
No, what I'm doing is I'm making sure that they know that we're aware of the site's updates,
Yeah.
so that we would be good sponsors.
Yeah.
Apparently they don't care about that. Otherwise, they would not have hired Sam Riegel.
That is very, very true.
I love Sam Riegel, for the record.
Are you a Sam girl?
God, that's a fucking reference nobody gets. I'm a Foxy lady, by the way, not a Sam girl.
You hear like soft murmuring, just like, and then you hear like a slam at the table, and you're just like, I killed him, so what does it matter? It's just like you hear something get thrown, and he's just like, why won't it stop? Why won't it stop? And that's what you hear on the other side of the door.
Hey, I'm pretty sure there's a murderer in this room.
Oh. Do we want to leave him in there then?
I don't know. Seems like he's having a hard time.
Is there like a keyhole or something that we can look through, or underneath the
Sure.
door?
We're gonna
Try
Scooby-Gang
and like look under the door.
You're gonna be really proud of me
Yeah.
because I did a good job.
Ooh, what'd you get?
A fucking unnatural 20.
Oh wow.
I apparently I did not know that.
So it's kind of carpeted and it kind of meets the door, but you're able to use your little goblin claws to like scritch away at the carpet so you can see. And you see a young man sort of like at a table. He's sort of over it at the moment and he's breathing really heavily. And he's got one hand on his head, it's like dark hair, kind of pale. And he's just kind of like standing there, breathing very heavily at the moment. And he's kind of muttering to himself. Wearing sort of like fine clothing as well, and with it you would have seen him probably at other functions that you've been a part of. This is the current Lord of Moldavia.
Oh, it's what's his name?
This is Lebrim.
Lebrim. I know why I wanted to call him Lambden, so I'm gonna call him Lambden now.
Excuse me, Lebby. Lebby.
He hold on, let me roll to see if he even he doesn't even know where that's coming from. He just like looks around the room and he's very confused. He's like, no, not the voices again. I can't get it out of my head.
Lebby, this is your god.
Oh my god.
You confess all of your sins.
Okay, alright. You're gonna need to make a
this is
persuasion disadvantage for this.
I don't think this is the best for this man's mental health. I mean, he's pretty far gone already.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
21.
21?
What the hell?
I'm a bard, guys.
Still.
The bard strikes in.
Persuasion? Yeah, I have a +4 to persuasion. It's charisma, baby.
Wow, that's amazing. He looks up at the ceiling and he's like, I thought you had forsaken me. And he kind of like crawls down onto the ground and he's like, I didn't mean to do it. I killed him in heated passion, and the eye, it's watching me always, the eye. And he just like kind of like is on the ground now in a fetal position.
Hey,
Listen,
ask him who.
Sweetie, we all do things in fits of passion. I'm really well aware of what passion is like, but I'm gonna need to know who.
You just hear him whimpering like, it was my father, I killed my father. And that's what you get.
That does explain the sudden secession. Thank you.
Okay, all right. You leave him in the room.
I didn't say we were gonna leave him. I'm just done talking to him.
Yeah. I mean, you leave him on the other side of the door, like in the room. Like you can now do what you will.
I mean, killed his dad. Bit not good. But where I come from, people do that all the time, so I'm really not that worried about it. Should we be worried about it?
I mean, he's locked in the room. Doesn't seem too capable of getting out on his own at the moment.
DM, may I make a voluntary intelligence check?
Sure, for what purpose?
No, I didn't. It didn't occur to me.
Okay.
I'm wondering if it would have occurred to me that if he's locked in there, someone has to have locked him in there.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can roll the intelligence for that. What'd you get?
Natural 9. I don't know that that's.
Yeah. You're just like, it's locked in our room.
Cherym is an idiot. It really can't be stressed enough.
All right. Well, should we leave him there?
I was gonna pick the door. 'Cause
Sure.
it was locked.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand.
That was a 19 plus 5.
Oh yeah, you're able to open it, no
Yeah,
problem.
like while everybody's talking, I'm just.
Yeah, and do you open up the door or do you just unlock it?
I like open it slowly.
Okay. You are trying to be sneaky, stealthy?
No, I just don't want anything to bite me. Pretty much when I open the door.
Gotcha. Okay. You open it slowly and nothing happens. But as you do so, it does do that kind of thing. And he looks up, like kind of crazed at you.
Subtle.
It's very subtle.
Just like wave at him. Hi there.
So
Roll
from
for the
behind the others, I go, "Hello, Levy. Still God. How are you?"
Oh, this is really gonna fuck with him.
dinner.
Okay. He looks so confused and frightened. And he runs up to you, Runey, because you were the first person in the room, and he like grabs you in a bit of a panic, and he's like looking at you, like kind of like, oh, and he's like kind of like touching your face and stuff.
Sure, I'm very small, so this is very intimidating.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to talk about a little thing called consent.
And very breathy, he's just like, you're real. You're real. You're not like the others.
Sure am. Oh,
You're muted.
I know.
Okay. You just had a reaction.
I don't like what's happening here, Jordan. I don't like it at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I know that's kind of the point of this.
anyways, I kind of like pat him on the hip because that's probably the height where I'm at, anyways.
Okay.
And I just tell him, there, everything's gonna be okay, I think.
And all right, give me persuasion. Let's see if you can
Sure.
Oh, God.
convince him that it's going to be okay.
Can I assist?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm giving you advantage.
Okay.
Because for whatever reason, there is now a god in his room that is in the form of a goblin.
Very hot goblin.
Very confusing to him.
I'm confusing to most people, so that's fair.
It's a dirty 20.
Ooh, yeah. As you do this, you can see the tension in his body sort of like disperse just a little bit, and he sort of steps back, and he still seems kind of crazed a little bit, but he's not as hostile as he was.
Try to get him to sit down so
Okay.
that we're of a level.
Gotcha. You're able with that roll to get him to sit in his chair. You like sit it back up and you sit him in the chair.
Can you tell us what happened here, Lord?
Lord. As you do that, his eyes kind of glaze over a little bit and he starts rocking back and forth again. And he's just like, I can't, it's always there. The beating, it's always there. It's, and he's just sort of like rocking there.
Can I slap him?
Yeah. Give me an intimidation check.
That's a natural one.
You go to slap him and he grabs your hand like in mid slap and he throws it aside and he starts backing up into the room again.
Okay. Well, scared cat. Anybody got any tuna?
Why would I have tuna?
It's
I mean, I've got some rations, but I don't know if you want some dried jerky.
I do believe that he means metaphysical tuna. Is
Yeah.
that the word? Metaphysical? Metaphysical?
I don't know.
Metaformial? Something like that.
So you're offering him food.
Yeah,
Sure, yeah, I don't know. You want some jerky, dude?
You do you like hand it out to him?
I'll like hold it out
Okay.
if he wants to come get it.
Yeah, he slaps it out of your hand. He's like, "I don't want food. No, you're the food. Just like them. Yes, the other people in the room. Yes. Why me? Why am I the one? Why?" And he sort of like goes back into his state.
Hey,
Okay. Well,
Levy. Darling Levy, dear. Did you maybe eat some people?
Uh,
I'm also definitely picking that jerky back up and putting it back in my bag.
I'm glad your character
Range
is not one to
is
waste.
nothing.
Give me persuasion, because he's starting to slip. He's starting to slip again.
Me?
Yeah.
So 21.
21. You see that he kind of like comes to a bit of lucidity again, and he's just like, "No, I didn't eat them. Why would I do that? No, it was the beasts. It was them, the worms, they came and they ate everyone." And that's kind of like how he starts meandering off again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why didn't they eat you then?
He still continues his thoughts. He's like, "I don't know, I'm ill. They don't like me. Maybe it's the beating. Maybe they can hear it too. Maybe they don't like, I don't know." And he's starting to like fade like back into himself a little bit.
Can we tie him up?
Sure, you could attempt to.
Should I? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, wait,
Valencia, help me out here. This guy's crazy.
just get kind of like in front of him, just very loudly clap, and just look at him like, "Hey!"
Okay. And while you do that, is somebody like actively tying him up, Runey?
Yeah, I'm
him up?
tying him up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
Go for it. Give me a grapple just to see if you can do that. And for you, Jeffrey, give me an intimidation just to see if you can like get his attention for a second.
Intimidation. That's an 8.
Okay.
We're all very intimidating.
I'm very
Yeah.
intimidating.
That's a 12 on grapple.
12. Okay. He rolled a natural 1 to resist that grapple, so he has that clap in front of his face, and he kind of gets shocked for a second, and kind of like, "Ah!" And then he gets tied up, and he's on the ground. He's squirming on the ground now.
I pull out my lute and try to play a soothing song.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Oh man. It is an 11.
Okay.
I realized about halfway through the first chord that I'm a little bit too late to be helpful, and I just kind of missed my note and then slowly put it down.
Yeah, he's like trying to like crawl over to the room, and as he's doing so, he's kind of like hitting his head on the ground, and he's just like, "It gets loud. It's so loud."
Okay. Can I try to knock him out?
Yeah, let's knock this man out.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be better for him in the long run.
Guy who wants to hit him.
Who's the
Whoever.
strongest?
I don't know. I can smack him. I don't know if I'm the strongest, but I can try to smack him.
I would assume that Valencia is the strongest.
Yeah, someone
I
smack him.
have 14 strength.
I'm
Have
shocked.
advantage on the attack.
I am
because he
the
is-
strongest then. Okay.
I got charisma, you bastards.
Should I just make an unarmed strike, or can I smack him with the pommel of my short sword? Either way, whichever you want me to do.
Judo chop.
Yeah.
I'll try to. I guess I'll try
Alas,
to
my
choose something.
love, you killed your dad.
Okay, so that's a 21 to hit.
Okay. All right. Roll
Pretty
me some
sure I-
damage.
Hit him. Okay.
Definitely hit him.
We kill this guy. We're not even on the evil campaign.
Okay, well, that's minimum damage, but it's still a 5.
A 5. Okay,
And I'm just trying to knock him
like a
out.
pretty bit good bap to the head, and as he does this, he kind of gets a little feral in his eyes, and he bites your leg. You take 1 point of damage.
I have armor on.
Is he still awake?
Yeah, he's still awake,
What the fuck?
but now he's kind of bleeding a little bit out of his nose, and he's trying to go over to one corner of the room.
Can I hit him again?
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck, man. What is that? Is 19.
Yeah, that hits.
7 damage.
7? Okay, that's...
Is he unconscious yet?
Yes, that is enough to... You just, like, pick him up, and you're just like, BAM! And then he just goes out.
I sure hope this wasn't the commoner we weren't supposed to kill.
He's not dead. He's just unconscious. It's fine.
Yeah.
Is there a chair I
Non-lethal.
can, like, put him in?
Yeah, there's a chair.
Okay, great. Can I drag him into the chair?
Yeah, you drag him to the chair, and you prop him up.
Okay, great. Now for a second.
So I want to investigate that corner he kept trying to go into.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
That's an 8.
An 8.
Not good.
You go over to the room, and you can see that corner of the room, and you can see it's partially been covered over, but you're able to sort of like peel up the carpet, and you notice that there is a tunnel leading down below.
Hey guys, I found a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
God damn it, stop stealing my gig! Stop it, Jardin! The bad jokes and the singing is my gig!
I was gonna say it too.
We were all gonna say it. It doesn't really matter. Great, cool. Is it just like a? Does it go down or is it
Like a trapdoor?
It goes down
trap
into the
door?
darkness.
Are there steps or a ladder?
No, it doesn't. It seems like pretty raw earth kind of tunnel.
Oh, okay. It doesn't happen to be lit, is it?
Nope.
No, didn't think
Just
so.
goes into
Well,
darkness.
that's fine. It's like, can we hear anything?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. I gotta go back to the right page for that. Okay. 19.
You hear down below like writhing sounds almost. Like they kind of sound wet.
Sounds gross down there. Don't like it.
But it's very faint. It's almost like a small echo that comes up the tunnel.
Does it? I mean, it doesn't sound like an animal or anything, right?
Not anything that you've heard
Not
before.
that I've seen, yeah.
No.
Right, well, there's something down there wriggling around. Not sure what it is. Pretty far away, though.
Okay.
I mean, before we go down there, shouldn't we check the other rooms? We've only checked 2.
I mean, yeah, but
You can always come back.
This is me telling you I'd rather not go down there right now. So maybe check another room.
All right, okay. I walk out and I go to the other door.
Olivia just starts walking out of this room already towards the other one, just like, okay, fuck this.
Yeah, Cherym calling you out like these shoes are really expensive, and it sounds wet down there.
I'd like to stay in the room with Lord Lebrun.
Okay. You are in the room with Lebrim, and he's still totally unconscious. As the rest of you guys come back, are you going back into the main hall?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go look at the other door that we haven't checked out yet.
As you go back into the main hall, you see that guy that you had put outside stumbling around inside the main hall. The
shocked
Monpressor
he's
Wend.
Still alive.
Yeah,
to be honest.
and he's just kind of like softly giggling to himself as he kind of like stumbles around. He's just like, I just. And he's just kind of like wandering around. He starts to go over to one of the bodies and he's like, will you tell me a joke? Will you tell me a joke? I just want you to tell me. And he grabs one of the bodies, but then as he does so, the body lunges up, grabs him, and then bites into him.
Mm.
That's unexpected.
All right. Okay.
And as that happens, you see the rest of the bodies start to get up. Roll initiative!
God damn
Runey!
No.
Ooh.
But I wanted to turn around.
Should have gone down that tunnel, guys. I'm telling you. We
Fuck
wouldn't
that
be
tunnel.
fighting.
Level 1 undead I can deal with.
All right, so roll initiative.
Some
Yeah.
sort of fucking abomination.
If only Eldith were here.
If only Eldith were here.
16.
If only Merlin were here.
Do you want me to roll initiative since I'm in the other room?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You'll probably hear the scuttle. You're not that far
So
away.
Jeffrey, you got 16. What other people get?
15.
15.
14.
14.
22.
Oh wow! Dang it! I was hoping you would either
Fine,
get
you ruined
17
our
or 13.
pattern.
22.
have
I mean, they're not in the room with us. They don't have to co-op.
Yeah. All right, let me roll initiative for these fun friends that you're about to meet.
Or
Fun
8
friends.
zombies.
There's 5. There's 5 of them.
Okay, fine. 5 zombies.
And
Well,
they
without
get
my
a
new
5 on
friends.
initiative.
I had
So
a
it's going to
5.
it's going to be Runey, and then it's going to be Valencia. And then it's going to be Cherym, and then Darcy, and then these things. Okay. You see all of them start to get up, and you see as it bites into that one guy, Montresor, he doesn't react to in pain. He actually just starts laughing more.
Well then.
All right.
And the first person up is Runey. And
Okay.
you hear this in the other room. The other 3 are just standing at the doorway, and they just hear like crazy laughter.
Sure. So I run out into the hallway and see this and go, fuck. And I guess I run up to the nearest one and stab it.
Great. Give me an attack roll.
Sure. 17.
That hits. Roll me some damage.
8.
8. Okay. So you run up to a human male. He's in a black suit, and he just sort of stands up. He's looking at the guy who's laughing, and you sort of just run up and hit him from behind, and he collapses onto the ground.
Okay. Well, I feel like that was very anticlimactic, but just in case, I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay, hit him again.
8.
8. That does not. Actually, that does hit.
Cool. 7 damage.
7 damage. It did hit, and it did make sure it was dead because it was already dead.
Good.
Yeah.
Want to make sure he's extra dead.
Extra dead.
You got to do Zombieland rules. Got to double tap.
Yeah. Fuck the undead.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Valencia, it is your turn. What's up, Paladin? What you got?
Not much. I'm level 1. I'm gonna take a swing at whichever one's closest to me with my sword.
Okay, there was one right after the one that Runey had just killed, so you run up past Runey and you take an attack at that one. Roll me an attack roll.
All right, let's see. 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Then 5 damage.
Okay. This one is still standing, but you have done a pretty good amount of damage against it. And it turns around to look at you, and you can see it's a halfling, so wearing like a nice robes, and their face doesn't seem quite right. And like with some of the wounds that you can now see as it turns to face you, maybe shouldn't be moving. You don't know. Next person up is Cherym.
So how many did you say there were?
There were 5. One of them has gone down.
Okay. And the one that Jeffrey just attacked is not going down.
No, it has not yet.
Okay, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at that one. So that's
Okay.
a 14 wisdom save, please.
You got it.
Probably not too wise.
Definitely not. It fails.
Okay. So I say, wearing your own blood is the last season. And I do 1 point of damage.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, it's
really
still up.
racking it up.
Guess how many hit
You know
points it
about
has
our
left?
damage.
Does it have 1? Does it have 1?
It has
hit point
1
left?
hit point left.
Literally, I need to roll anything but a 1.
Yeah.
Well, on D&D Beyond, I actually rolled a 4, and then I was like, "Fuck these virtual dice."
You played yourself.
Play
Just
yourself.
born to die.
All right, Darcy, it is your turn.
Okay, great. Question. I do not remember if it takes my whole action to pull out a weapon or not. Or is
Nope,
it
free
bonus
action.
Oh, it's free action. Okay, great.
Just draw your
I'm going
weapon,
to pull
free
out
action.
my other short sword.
Okay,
Because I have 2 weapon fighting, baby.
nice.
Okay. And I'm going to try to smack the one that's basically dead. It will die if I hit it at all.
If you hit it, it will die.
Yeah. Okay.
Hit it.
15.
That hits.
Great, it's dead. I'm not going to bother rolling damage.
Do you do this calmly, or do you do this with urgency?
Nah, I'm pretty chill about it.
Okay, all right, yeah. Darcy just kind of walks up, looks at it, and just
Yeah.
and it falls on the ground.
All right, great. Bonus action. I'm gonna try to smack whichever one is now closest to me.
Okay, there is one a little bit to your right.
Okay, great. 17.
That hits.
Okay. And 6 damage.
Okay, all right. This one's still standing. Maybe looked a little less eaten than the others, but you still took a good chunk of
Cool.
damage out of it. And now it is their turn. There are 2 closest to you, Darcy, so they're going to come and try to attack you. One of them looks at you, and you kind of make eye contact with it, and its face unnaturally warps into this terrible visage of rictus and horror. And I need Runey, Valencia, and Darcy to make a wisdom saving throw.
Boy.
I was gonna say, am I rolling a will save?
Charisma saving
But
throw.
that's wrong. Okay.
It's a charisma saving throw. So
I wish it was a wisdom saving throw. I'm slightly better at that.
Mhm.
That's a 6.
15.
16.
16. Runey, Valencia. That name is messing me up because I want to say Balenciaga, but that's not. Anyway.
Left is orange.
Darcy, you do not save. The other 2 save.
Yeah.
And as you see this sort of feeling of terror grips your chest because you've never seen anything like this before, and their face kind of contorts into this unnatural visage, and you are now frightened of this creature.
God damn it! Now I gotta.
You
roll.
have you don't have to run away. You just cannot move closer to it, and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attacks.
Also have advantage from being frightened.
But you'd have disadvantage if you weren't looking anyway, so it's kind of like bullshit.
Yeah, and one of them takes an attack at you, and
Okay.
it rolls a 19, which I'm assuming hits.
Well, it hits me.
Okay.
Shit.
And you
I have
take,
11 hit points. It's fine.
Great. You take
11
6 points of damage.
Cool. That's fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
And the other one that is tussling with the poet rolled a nat 1. So as it tries to attack him, he's still laughing, and he's like, we're dancing now, wonderful! And he picks it up and he starts moving with it, and it's and trying to get at him, but it can't attack him.
All right, cool.
Yeah, rolled terribly.
Yeah.
Going back up to Runey, it's your turn.
Okay. I want to run over to the one that's attacking.
Montresor.
Yeah. And go for stabbing it again.
Cool. Give me a stab.
That's 22.
That definitely hits. Give me some damage. And are you attacking with your dagger?
I'm attacking with the. I have 2 weapon fighting, so I'm attacking with the rapier first.
Okay.
That's 7 points.
Okay. That's a pretty good chunk of damage. So you go up, and in between sort of like the twirl that the Montresor is doing with the creature, he like turns it so its back is to you, and you just kind of put your rapier right through its back.
Excellent.
Just give me a second attack.
Yep. Oh, wow. 23.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, that hits. Roll me some damage.
That is 4.
4, that is exactly the amount of health points it had. So in this moment, you do the thing where you stab out with your rapier, and then he's still laughing, and then he goes to dip it like in a dance, and you just take the dagger and go right into its head. And then he sees that it doesn't have any life anymore, and he drops it, and he just kind of laughs as he kind of stumbles away.
Oh, this man.
I yell knock knock at him as I get out of the way.
Who's there? And he kind of looks around, like, because he's not looking at you.
It's God.
God!
That's it.
God doesn't always answer, baby.
Do you say that too?
Yes.
He's like, you're right, they are vindictive sometimes. And he just kind of walks away.
How is he still alive?
I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
a miracle. It's a miracle.
Poets are often indestructible, I've found.
Okay, Valencia, it is your turn. There are 2 left in the room.
Is the one that I first attacked still alive?
No, that one is dead.
Okay. Am I near another one? Obviously.
You would have to go past Darcy to get to one. Darcy has 2 facing her.
Then yes, I will go for the one that Runey did not go after. Wait, that one's dead.
Yeah, that one's dead.
The one that scared Darcy?
Okay.
Yeah,
go
I'll
after that one.
with that one. With longsword, that is oof. It's a 9.
That does not hit. I am sorry.
Damn.
So you go up to swing your sword, and you get caught on a little bit of furniture, and you swing, and it kind of like stumbles out of the way.
Tiggles wouldn't have done this.
I keep thinking about what Tiggles would be like here, actually.
This is Tiggle's ideal birthday party.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be having a good ass time.
If you guys want to see who Tiggles is, go check out our podcast on our YouTube channel for the Quest of Many Things.
He's fantastic. It does not make you worry about anything.
Nope. There's no mental health going on at all.
Nobody in that party's fucked up. All right.
By no one, we mean everyone. Okay, Valencia, if that's everything that you are going to do on this turn,
Yep, that's all I got.
it is now Cherym's turn.
All right, so I pull out my gem encrusting boomerang.
Do you have a boomerang? You have a boomerang?
I do. I have a boomerang, and I'm gonna throw it at. Is anybody injured right now?
What do you mean? Anybody injured?
Anybody injured of the enemies, but not dead?
Okay, not
yes.
me.
Okay, I go for that one, but I only rolled a 10, so I probably
Okay, 10 does not hit. Does the boomerang return to you?
It's a boomerang.
I'm gonna need you to roll for that.
What?
Gotta roll to catch it.
I'm proficient in it.
Maybe no, you're throwing it in a house. You don't throw boomerangs in houses.
What would I roll for that?
I'm gonna say just Dex.
Okay, it's not bad. It is a 14.
A 14. Okay. It misses one of the creatures, and you're able to catch it in your hand.
Yeah.
Totally fine. You have a boomerang. I'm sorry. Darcy, I'm gonna need you to. Well, what are you doing? Just tell me what you're doing.
Well, I'm assuming I am still frightened.
Yes, there is one in
Correct.
front of you that you're not frightened of. It was the one behind it that frightened you.
Okay, so I only can't move closer to the one then.
Right, so you could still attack the one in front of you. It would just be at disadvantage.
Do I still have disadvantage? Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna try to smack him, I guess, because I really don't have a whole lot else I can do
All right,
at the moment.
give me a whack roll.
Well, that's an 11.
Okay,
So
that misses.
that
Would you like to
probably-
use your offhand attack?
Sure.
Okay.
And that's a 12.
12 hits.
Wow.
Found the threshold.
That's 3 damage.
Okay, it has 1 hit point left.
God damn it. Okay.
Looking at you, Cherym.
And
I would
now,
also no wait. I still have movement.
Yeah.
Rude.
But-
I'm gonna just take a few steps back.
okay, it's going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
That's fine. I'm probably gonna get fucked up either way.
How
so-
does an 18 sound?
Oh yeah, that definitely doesn't hit me. I definitely have a 19 AC, as evidenced by the last time that you rolled a 19.
Okay. You take 4 points of damage.
Cool. Yeah,
How you doing?
that's cool. You know, I'm conscious. Barely.
Yeah, that's good. But you successfully move away from it. And it is their turn now, these fiend creatures, and they're going after Valencia. Both of them are. So we got an 11 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. And we have a 21 to hit. Rolled really well on that
Okay.
one.
All right.
Okay. So Valencia, you take 10 points of damage.
Holy fuck.
I rolled really well on that.
Excuse you.
Wow,
Yeah.
you trying to TPK the level 1 shot party? I see how it is.
You know what? As Coco Peru would say, that was homophobic. It was not. No, it was nowhere near that. People, don't worry.
Or was it?
Please don't take my jokes of homophobia seriously right now.
Wow.
Okay.
Whole slurp.
Anyway,
Yeah, whole flip. Sorry about that. I forgot to mute myself.
are you sorry?
I made a whole cup of tea and made sure I muted myself.
Sorry. I'll do that in the future. Runey, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to run up to one of the other ones, whichever one looks the most fucked up right now.
Okay, the one that was closest to Darcy when she moved away. That's the one that's fucked up the most.
Okay, I'm gonna run in there and double stab it.
Slash. More like stab slash, but
So 6 for 1.
Nope.
And then my offhand is a 16.
that does hit. And its minimum damage will kill it. It has 1 hit point left.
That's 4. So
Yeah, so your rapier misses, but you're able to sort of like keep the momentum going and drive your dagger into it, and it slumps over and you drop it onto the floor.
cool.
Valencia, it is your turn. There is
Can I
1
help?
left in the room.
Yes. You know, and I saw that chat. He would order a sandwich.
Yep, he would.
Because, you know, he's got priorities. They're not good ones, but he's got them.
He does.
Well, you know, I'm sitting on 1 HP.
Ugh.
So when I was originally going to be nice to Darcy, I'm just going to back up a little bit and then just lay hands on me.
Give yourself a pat.
Sorry, girl, you got this. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. Oh yeah.
Okay, you'll be all right.
I heal 5 damage, and that's all I can do, really.
Great, but are you
Okay,
moving
that is
away or
like
staying
you.
within melee range?
What?
Are you moving away or are you staying within melee
No,
range?
moving away. Like, I backed
Oh.
away from all.
You're going to get
Jeffrey, no,
smacked.
Jeffrey, no.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Great. It attempts to reach out its claw and hit you, and it just sort of
got
scrapes
real
against.
Yeah,
the-
I know. I realized as I was backing away, I was like,
It's okay. It's what you would do. You'd be like, nope.
yeah. You know,
Just hold them titties as you
hold
walk.
on to the girls. And just get
Don't worry. Ladies, out.
Okay, Cherym, it is your turn.
So, how hurt does Darcy look right now?
Fucked up.
Like real fucked up.
I'm fine.
Don't lie.
I'm totally fine.
Don't lie with your 2, maybe 1 hit point.
I can get to her, I assume.
Yes, you can. She backed up, so you're very close to her.
Okay. Honey, I have something I want to talk to you about. It's a new feeling. I just learned it recently. It's called healing. 1d8 of healing.
I didn't know that was a feeling. Wow.
1d8 plus 4 of healing, yes. Unadulterated healing.
Wow.
So I touch her and
Where?
I cast.
I'm just kidding.
We talked about consent.
Yeah.
I keep hitting the fuck that thing. Sorry, I love D&D Beyond. I really hope we get sponsored someday.
Casually, just slipping that in there.
Please. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to hide.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. How much did you heal her?
8.
8. Oh, nice.
1d8 plus 4.
Very nice.
I should have said it. The joke would have made more sense, but that's fine. So I don't hide successfully. It was natural too.
Yeah, you try to hide behind a table, but you can still see your leg and your head behind it, like your legs and your head behind it.
I can't see them, so they can't see me. Like it's like at eye level for me, so I'm good.
Yeah, you can see that in sort of all this carnage, the rats that were in the room are starting to kind of like swarm a little bit. So they are now getting added to the initiative.
Did y'all ever read the Sword of Truth series where there's that one where there's like the rats in the bucket on her tummy, and then they just like try to?
That's
It was
really
bad.
messed up.
It's
and
bad.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I never read that, so I'm good. I'm protected.
Don't read it. Don't read it, Jeffrey. It's not good for you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm good.
Okay, so it is now Darcy's turn. And Darcy, you see in this room there's now a swarm of rats running around.
Motherfucker. Is all the rest of the zombie things are dead though?
There's one left.
There's one left. Is that the one that's the one I'm scared of, isn't it?
It is. I'm sorry, you didn't make your Christmas save at the end of your last turn. Do that now.
I don't remember what my plus is. It's plus 2.
I was so close to taking Speak with Animal, and I didn't. And now
That's a 7.
Nope, you're still afraid of it.
Yeah, shocker. Is there anything on the ground close to me that I can pick up and huck at it?
Yeah, there's like a chair. Do you want to make an improvised attack
I
with a
would-
chair?
I'm close to you.
Do you want to throw a goblin?
Do you want me to throw you?
Not especially, but if that's something you think to do, I'm an option.
I mean, I don't think I would choose to throw you,
Okay, fair enough.
personally.
Like a chair you can throw. Like a
great.
like a dining room chair.
I'm gonna try to throw this fucking chair at a zombie.
Give me
I
I'm gonna
still
say
have
it's a strength.
disadvantage, right?
Yeah, it's disadvantage. I'm gonna say it's strength because it's not like a finessed range weapon. So just add your strength, not your proficiency.
Okay, please don't mess it up. It's 12.
That hits. Now I gotta figure out what chair
Barely.
damage is.
Yeah.
1d4.
I'm assuming so. Yeah, roll a 1d4 and add your strength to it.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I'm not trying to backseat you.
No, you're fine.
Or are you?
There's just like
Probably.
different like scales
damn it.
for like the
I rolled
size.
The
minimum damage because, of course, I did. So that's a 4.
4. Ooh, you.
Let me guess. It has like 1 hit point
It has
left.
2 hit points left.
Fucking A.
So you like throw a chair and it like clack and clatters on the ground. And when you do that, you hear the rats like and they run up to Cherym because you're the closest to the table where the rats all were, and they're gonna attack you.
We don't want that.
But they don't do very. They do an 11. Does an 11 hit you?
I don't know. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, so you see these. Yeah, these rats are like on the table, like, and they like are jumping at you. And if anywhere of you to look over, you see a goblin like, and like rats just flying at her.
Expertly dodging.
Yeah, and
I love that my level 1 goblin bard has a higher AC than my level 12 wizard.
wizards, man, that's how it goes.
Last game.
Let's see. I think Runey, you're the closest thing to this fiend creature, so it's going to take an attack at you. And it rolls a 6. So it sort of lunges out at you, and you just kind of duck under it, flip it off, and it is now your turn.
I stab it.
All right, do the stab.
We'll do the stab. 22.
Okay, what is your minimum damage you can roll?
4.
Yeah, that kills it. So it sort of like tries to swipe at you, and it goes over your head. You kind of duck down, just take your rapier and just go right up through its jaw, like through it, pull it out, and then push it off of you.
Excellent.
Is that the end of your turn? There is still a swarm of rats.
Is there a rat near me? Because then I can just backhand it with my dagger.
You'd have to move a little bit to get to it. It's over by the table where.
Okay, well, I'll just move closer, and then I'll
is.
call it good.
Okay, you move a little closer to the rats. Like, oh god, that's a lot of rats. Valencia, it is your turn.
All right, just loving myself because
it's important to do so.
I was gonna kill that other
points.
person, but then I got hurt. So
Yeah.
I noticed the rats. I'm hesitant. I'm going to. Just gonna stay where I'm at. And just do the hands again. Just...
You are the worst paladin.
All right. So
I've never been a paladin. I'm sorry. I don't know how to play it right. I don't plan to. So
lay on hands.
I don't mean as a character.
I play shitty characters. I'm not even used to this.
For lay on hands, it's 5 times your paladin level. So you would have had to do 5 hit points on the last turn, but you are now tapped for lay on hands.
Yeah.
You can still like console yourself if you want to, but it is now no longer going to divinely heal you.
Yes, everything's gonna be okay.
Okay, all right. Give me a persuasion
Just
check.
having a moment.
She's trying to persuade herself that everything's going to be okay.
Gonna be covered in rats.
I'm pretty used to being covered in dirt and rats, so.
Not a natural 20.
A sense of calm comes over you, definitely, and you're like, all right, this is, it's okay. It is going to be all right.
Yeah.
Cherym, it's your turn.
Okay, so you just see like for a moment like this like glossy look goes over Cherym's eyes, and she just forgets to be a fucking lady and just grabs a rat and starts tearing into it with her teeth.
Oh yes. Give me a
Goblin,
grapple.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because you're grabbing a rat.
That's fair. I was just gonna attack it, but that's also fine. Oh, I'm not strong.
You're a goblin.
Luckily, I rolled a natural 19, so I'm sure I'm fine.
You rolled a 19?
Yeah.
Plus anything?
No.
Okay. The swarm of rats also rolled a 19 to get away from it. But I think for the sake of this, you won't do any damage to the swarm, but you're able to catch one and eat it.
Okay.
Sure, why not? Because now, you have a little rat snack.
Rat snacks.
Darcy, it's your turn.
Okay. How far away from me are all the rats?
10 feet. Swarm of rats, like 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Well, I'll get a little closer and I'll try to swipe at them.
All right. Give me an attack.
We'll make a go of it. See what happens. That's a 9. Pretty sure that doesn't hit the rat swarm.
No, it doesn't. They have an AC
No.
of 10.
Yeah, great. That's great. for me. I'm gonna try to offhand it.
Okay.
And that is a 10.
That hits the swarm of rats.
Woo!
How much damage?
5.
5? Okay, you kill 5 rats.
I'm in it to win it, baby.
There are now 19 more rats.
Fuck.
There are still 19 rats, but you're able to sort of like get up there and like whack, 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 like whack a rat on the table,
That's fine.
and kill a bunch. Yeah.
Look at that.
All right, it's the rats' turns, so they're gonna turn around to, I think, the person who's trying to eat them, and attack the goblin. How does a 17 do for you?
That hits.
Oh, it does.
Imagine that.
You've entertained us.
Are you
So
saying I'm dead?
you
What?
take.
You said you've entertained us. Does that mean you think I'm dead?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We were reading the live chat.
Oh, yes.
So like one of the rats like jumps on you from the table and like bites you. That's 1 point of damage. And then there's like another rat that climbed up on like top of a rafter and like "Wah!" and like bites your neck, and you're like, I throw off the rat. And then another one bites your foot. So you take 3 points of damage total. Those rats, man. Runey, it's your turn.
Excellent. Okay. I go in and just like start stabbing rats.
All right.
That's a natural 20 for the first one.
Okay.
Wow.
D&D Beyond loves me today.
Roll me damage for that.
So that's gonna be 7.
Okay.
Did not roll very well, but that's okay. And then, it's a natural 20 again
Oh my
on the
gosh.
second one.
Oh my gosh.
So that's gonna be 7 again. Hit points.
Okay. All right. You are the Pied Piper of rats. You take out your rapier and you're like, suck, and you go through 7 rats at once, and they're like a skewered on your rapier.
Like a cabal
And
of rats.
then,
You.
yeah,
5 on 5 in one spot.
and then in a crazy turn of fate, you flick off the rats and they go "Pow, pow, pow, pow," against the wall, and you're able to do it again. You get another 7 rats, and you're like, God, maybe I shouldn't be a dungeon delver. Maybe I should be a rat catcher. And you whip them off, and they hit the wall again. And the rest of the rats are like, fuck no, and they scatter.
Bye, bitches.
And that's the end of combat. Congratulations, you're out of initiative. You solved my rat puzzle.
It was a good puzzle. Good one.
Side note: is there any like wine or anything left on the table that hasn't been spoiled?
You look over to the table and you see Montresor, like, who's been watching this whole time, and he has like another thing of wine, and he's filling a glass, but the glass is full and it's pouring over, and he's just like,
Well, that's just a waste of wine.
I take the wine out of his hand. I need a drink.
yeah, you take it out of his hand and you start drinking it.
Okay.
Can I get some of that?
Yeah. Pass the bottle over.
Cool.
Yeah, you grab the
Everybody's
bottle out of his hand
getting
too.
We're not getting drunk. That's a
Valencia,
bad idea.
You should
We're
start
drinking.
helping out these people who've been injured.
Are
Darcy, are
any
you
of them
still hurting?
alive? I mean, I'm still hurt, but I'm not like,
Okay.
in
They're all
immediate
dead,
danger.
right?
Yeah, they're all dead, but Montressor got
They're all
bit. He's been bleeding.
Just looked at Manchester. Hey man, you cool?
He just kind of looks off for a second and he goes, I'm not warm.
You know what? I'll take that as an answer. And then just turn away, just like, eh.
Okay.
He grabs another empty glass from the table and he like takes a drink from it, but there's nothing in it. And he's like, yes, the Amontillado is quite good this time of year. And he just kind of wanders around the room.
Can I look through the pockets of all the dead nobles?
Yeah. Give me an investigation check, yo.
I feel like I'm having the D&D version of a nervous breakdown over here, Jardin, and I'm really upset with you.
I'm so sorry.
16.
16? Okay. You're able on all of them to find like jewelry, gems, gold, probably enough for like 30-ish gold total between all of it.
Sure, I pocket it.
I think Cherym has kind of like been like, oh no, that wasn't very ladylike, and like has a little bit of blood on her dress now, and so has pulled her loot out and is holding it very carefully in front of the stain and pretending it's not there.
Ah,
And just
wine,
nobody notices.
wine I have heard is very good for getting bloodstains out. I don't know where I heard that.
I don't think she'd know that.
Okay.
I also don't know how that would work.
I don't know either.
But maybe.
Just
Like white
dump
wine.
a bunch of wine on the front of your dress. It'll be
I mean,
fine.
then I could pretend it was wine, but again, I don't know that would occur to her.
All right, so you are done with that encounter, and you're sort of left in the wake of that, and Montresor's still like wandering around, bumping into things.
What was the Baroness that we were looking for? What's her name again?
Her name is Eleanor.
I asked Montresor if he saw her anywhere. He's probably but
Give me persuasion.
sure. $18.
18. He is receptive to that. He still has the glass, and do you still have your glass?
Yeah.
And he kind of like chinks it
Yeah.
with you, and he laughs. He goes, "I mean, I think she went downstairs for the after party," and just kind of stares. I wasn't invited.
I asked if you mean actual downstairs or down the hole in the floor.
He just kind of shrugs. He's like, I don't know.
I take a drink of wine.
And he's just like, they came from the floor, so maybe they're down there. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we just see what's through the other door? In case? I don't know.
Sure. I mean, did we ever find some stairs going down?
No, but we have one more room to look in.
Yes,
Okay.
little poet baby, what's over there?
You point to the room that you haven't gone into yet. He just kind of like you see him just stumble into the room, and you just hear pots and pans just cling, 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 and like dishes psh, breaks. He goes,
I think he
kitchen.
found the kitchen.
I found the kitchen.
All right, so down the hall it is.
All
then,
right,
yeah.
down the hall, yeah.
I'm gonna peek in the kitchen real quick before we go, because there was more blood going that way, right?
Yeah, there was. You peek into the kitchen and you see that there's like a bunch of like cookware and stuff filled with food that's all rotted. There's 3 more bodies on the ground, and Montresor's kind of like on the counter, and that's just what you see. There's a larder further down, but there's 3 bodies. They also have those circular wounds on them, just like the rest of the people.
And obviously, I would make sure that none of them were Eleanor.
Give me an investigation check.
9.
9. No, you sort of go around, look at the bodies, and you don't recognize Eleanor.
Yeah, I don't want to get too close to him, so.
So before we go down to the hole of death, are there any like oil lamps and stuff like that around here?
Give me an investigation check.
18.
Yes, you're able to find 2 lamps.
Okay. I'd like to take those with me because I'm gonna make some mock bombs if we have to go down here in the nasty.
Ooh, okay. Do you take the time to do that? Do you guys want to take a short rest and do that?
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
You're able to take a short rest. It seems pretty quiet. Every once in a while, one of the bodies kind of twitches a little bit, but nothing happens. For your roll, give me an intelligence and a dex, or
Okay.
like sleight of hand. Basically, like, am I smart enough to do this, and am I dexterous enough to do this?
Sure.
I'm gonna take a drink of water and mute myself.
Good job.
So I said index.
Look, guys, I did it.
Yay!
Yay!
Proud of you.
Thanks.
So that was a 18 for intelligence,
hmm
and is a 14 for Dex.
Oh yeah, you're able to make them. Let's say that they are kind of like a Molotov cocktail, but not quite because it's oil, not
Right.
alcohol. So it'll burn a little bit longer. Let's say that it has it affects a 5-foot square, right?
Okay.
Like it affects an area that is hit, and it burns for 3 turns and does 1d4 per turn.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, so since we're taking a short rest, I'm back up at full.
Sweet. Jeffrey, you should probably use your hit dice.
Are we all using hit dice? That's what's
I don't think we're
happening
going to
now.
do another short rest, so
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
As your DM, as your benevolent DM, I'm going to say if you want to use your hit dice, do it now.
Okay. All
Short,
right.
short rest.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
I'm trying to be a better player at this game because I have a tendency of just running headfirst into battle, even when I'm a character.
I think you're doing wonderful. I love the twist of your gem-encrusted boomerang.
Roll 1d.
So I auto-populated all of my gear.
And then add 1.
Boomerang was like,
6.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you get full hit points, so you can add it.
She probably never intended to actually use it when it was given to her. She was like, oh, look, a pretty. I'll just put this in my pile over here.
All right, y'all good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, short rest has been taken. I almost said Jasper. Darcy.
Yes?
No, Jasper's not allowed to be in here.
He would have a great time,
No, he's way too strong.
but I want to raise them from the dead again.
No, you're not allowed.
All right, fine.
Your fear has worn off, Darcy.
Cool,
But I do need you to make me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save. Why am I making a con save now?
So the whole time we're resting, Cherym is
Okay,
talking
great.
about how much the Emperor loves her and that she's sure it's just been a misunderstanding and just like talking about her life and nobody cares, but she just keeps talking.
Well, that's a 5.
You talk too much, talking goblin.
Okay. Jasper.
So-
God, I must have Jasper again. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Darcy, you're sitting there. You're kind of
Yeah.
tending to your wounds a little bit, and
Yeah.
you hear just like this.
Fucking hell.
It's very, very quiet, but you could hear like a rhythmic sort of beating.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
So you remember that guy that was in the other room?
The one we
And
tied up.
Smacked him and he's in a chair now? Yeah. You remember how he was like going on about beating and drumming or whatever? Well, I got that now. It's real quiet though.
You like
But
where's
I
the
don't
carry
think
from?
it's good. I don't really know. It's just kind of there.
Can you like maybe like close your eyes and like seek in the dark type thing? Focus on it.
I can sure try. I don't know what I should roll for that.
And I will say, as you all look over to her, she's kind of flushed too, and like perspiring just a little bit.
You don't look so good.
So, what are you rolling for again? To see.
Rolling, I guess, to see if I can see where the sound is coming from, if I can. I don't know if I can.
Give me an insight check.
Insight. Okay. I'm good at that. If I could not fuck this roll up. Oh, that's a nat 20, baby.
20. It's all around you.
Cool.
It's an omnipresent kind of sound. You turn one way, same. Look around, same. Walk to another part of the room, the same.
Great.
This is just something that is like sort of like in you.
Awesome. So, everywhere and also nowhere, it is in my head.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me know if that gets any better.
Yeah.
But don't tell her if it gets any worse.
Just
I'll just be in the back tweaking out. It's fine.
yeah, just keep us updated.
Cool. Yeah.
Just walk up to
Alright.
Darcy and just pat her, just woo 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 woo. There you go.
Doesn't do anything though, because you don't have any lay on hands anymore.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to, comfort somebody. Doesn't have to be magical.
I will clap you on the back too. Just
Jeffrey,
Thank you.
Jeffrey,
yeah.
aren't you trained in medicine?
Yes.
You could do a check. If you wanted to.
You could.
Medicine on Darcy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to make a medicine check on Darcy?
Sure. One sec.
Good call, Breanna.
All right. 15.
15. Darcy is definitely running a fever and looks a little like not great as you all saw. And she's exhibiting signs of like being sick, but her overall demeanor is fine.
Sure,
you still
everything's
hear that,
okay?
Darcy. You still hear that sound.
Weird that it sounds like a heart beating, huh?
A little
Are you
bit.
talking like louder because you think that we can hear it too and you have to talk over it?
I'm probably not thinking about it. I'm just talking louder, like, because there's just noise, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I gotta talk over it. It's not occurring to me that, oh yeah.
So
hear it.
maybe, just maybe, this is an infection of worms. You got worms.
I hope I don't
You
have
got
worms. I don't
worms.
like worms.
And as you're talking about like the sound or whatever, Montresor had kind of like nodded off for a little while in the other room, but he comes back into the room when he hears you guys talking about this, and he comes up to you and he goes, "You can hear it too. We can hear it."
So what is it
Sure
you're
can.
hearing, Montresor?
He just kind of like goes off for a second. He goes, "The beating. It's been getting louder and louder. It's been getting louder."
Thanks. I got that.
Yeah.
I hand him a cup of wine.
He drinks it all.
There you
Wow.
go, buddy.
And I'm going to say at this point, he conks the fuck out.
Take a nap, buddy.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
You deserve it. You deserve a good nap.
With the dual blood loss and the amount of alcohol in the system that I don't want to think about, he is now just unconscious on the floor.
Okay.
Make sure he's just, flipped over. We don't want him on his back.
Yep.
Yeah, just position his head.
Don't throw up and drown yourself.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Just on his side.
Yeah, we're taking care of you.
I want to check his pockets.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
That's a wonderful idea. I start checking everyone's pockets.
I already cleared everyone out.
Yeah, that's why I said, damn it, because they already got everybody else, and I was like, fuck, I should have did that.
That's 24.
Cherym clearly wasn't paying attention and is rechecking people's pockets and just genuinely disappointed.
Cherym, for a rich, how-to-do party, you're so surprised that nobody has, any jewelry on them, any gold on them. It's crazy. What kind of freaking party is this?
They were robbed.
On Montresor's person, you don't find anything of note.
Okay.
You find a 5 gold on him, but that's about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I pocketed anyways, but still. All right, to the room with the hole in the floor.
Okay. You make your way into the room. You look over to the left where you had left Lebrim, and he's still kind of out of it. He's sort of roused a little bit, but he's totally not aware of anything that you guys that you're there, and he's just kind of groaning and muttering to himself, and he's just it rides, it wants me. What? Yeah, and he's just kind of there doing that.
Sure. Is there any furniture or anything in this room?
There is a bed, a table, a chair, like whatever desk accoutrement, like a candlestick, whatever.
Sure. Can I just search the room for like any clues? Like, is this his personal bedroom?
Yes, it would be.
Okay, it seemed like maybe if he kept like a diary or a journal or anything. Oh,
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
So while that's happening, I walk over to Valencia and kind of like tap her on the hip, and I'm like, Valencia, I just really believe in women lifting each other up. So what I'm going to need from you going forward is for you to lift me up. Because I really don't want to ruin these shoes.
Oh my god.
that's another 24.
Oh my goodness gracious. D&D Beyond, stop rolling so well.
I just look at Cherym. He's like, how tall are you?
Like 3.5 feet.
Okay, I'm like 6 foot, so I just look down, just
In
tap on my head, and then I just
Um,
look away.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Just kind of awkwardly look down, like checking to why you're still just standing there. Just
You could just take your shoes off.
And then it would be on my feet.
Yeah, but then your shoes wouldn't be ruined, so... I mean, that was your main complaint, right? You didn't want to ruin your shoes, so... You can always wash your feet.
I love Darcy so much. Hey, do you want some jerky? Yeah, just like take your shoes off, man. I'm sorry, I think it's so funny.
Rangers.
Yeah.
yeah,
Rangers are
no,
great.
I love it.
Yeah, I pet a bear once, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Probably pet a bear
I
once.
go back into the dining room and I start tearing clothes off of people and tying little sacks around my shoes.
I'm sure they had shoes. There were halflings in that room.
No, this is what I'm doing.
Okay, give me a dexterity. Your DC is your sleight of hand to make little shoe cozies. Your DC is 12. If you succeed, you're able to make them. If not, they have little holes in them.
Oh, no, I definitely did it. 19.
Great, you have little shoe cozies.
They're galoshes.
Yeah, you have little fabric galoshes now. Runey, you're able to find a diary in the desk. And you open it up, and it's a lot of just like regular day-to-day, like, oh, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But as you start to get further into the diary, it starts to get a bit more rambly. You see the same thing written again and again and again on some of the pages, which is just like I hate my father. I need to kill him and whatever. And you see that there's a slow descent into madness in this diary. And you see at some point it's like just kind of cuts off a little bit. And then it starts up a little lucid again about sort of his guilt in killing his father. But then it starts to decay more rapidly this time. And you see entries about like this eye that's always watching him. And that he believes the spirit of his father is still in the house, like always judging him and, sort of like that kind of experience.
Sure. When he references the eye, does he sketch anything, or does he make reference to it as more of like an entity or like a physical object, or?
A little bit of all of it, but it's specifically his father's glass blue eye that he had.
Okay.
That's what he's referencing, and so he's been seeing it in the homestead. He's been seeing it around, in all sorts of different shapes, sizes, and whatever. But it's just been this oppressing presence.
Okay. I go check his pockets because I didn't do that the first time.
Okay. He doesn't really have much on him, honestly.
Just wanted to make sure there was nothing on him.
Yeah. Nope.
Cool.
Okay. Is that it for this main floor?
Yes. There was like the stables and the other like thing in the back, but I mean, that's up to you guys.
There's not a second floor or anything like that. So.
No, not to this building.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in the hole.
Yep, down the hatch.
Down we go.
All right, you make your way down this hole, and the earth starts to smell kind of damp. And as you sort of like emerge from this little tunnel that's been made, you see that it's this large cellar that you didn't see an entrance to, but you assume that there would have been one. And there are like casks of wine, several like large pools of like wine around, and you see like a pile of bodies kind of around the center of the room. And among those bodies, you see two huge, not huge, large, worm-like creatures. And they're sort of like this prismatic, multicolored skin that's really wrinkly, and they have these barbs that kind of come out of them, and they have this mouth that kind of like opens up, and it kind of sucks in like somebody's head, and you can see like this undulating movement as it's like eating the body.
Gross.
Can I like hide, like go stealth? Have they spotted us yet?
No, they are in the middle of eating at the moment, feeding, and so they've not noticed you.
Cool.
So-
So I'd like to hide and maybe like make my way around them, like jumping cask to cask for wine.
I
Okay.
would also like to hide.
Give me both stealth checks. Darcy and Valencia, what are you doing?
Natural.
Nice.
Damn. Okay.
15.
Okay.
Do I know what these are? Like, have I heard of these at all? Probably not.
Are
but,
you trained in Arcana?
No.
Then
No.
I would say that you cannot make a roll for these. You see these, and to some degree, you understand that these are not natural. These are not of this world. But you do not know what they are.
Hooray.
Like, as a
Fine.
ranger, you're like, that's not fucking supposed to be here.
Extraplanar worm.
Side note, can anybody else besides me actually see what's going on?
Yeah, I got
Darcy, you, no, yeah, everyone can see. And
Okay. I just wasn't
Runey,
sure if there was actually lighting happening.
no, everyone has dark vision, including you.
Cool.
Did you forget about your dagger?
I just didn't know if it caused everybody to have dark vision.
No,
Just-
we
I
have
mean,
a
we
half
all
elf,
have
a
it
goblin,
anyway.
a half elf, and a halfling. So you're the only one without dark vision. But now you do.
Excellent.
There's always one.
It's usually me, so go me.
Yeah. Okay, great. I guess I would also like to hide then, please,
Okay, give me a stealth check.
sir.
Yes, also the hiding.
Okay, give me a stealth as well. So we have a natural 20, a 15,
17.
17. Great.
2.
4.
4.
Take
Good.
that!
I rolled at disadvantage because they're eating, and they rolled a natural 1. So even with your 4, you're
Yeah.
okay.
You're like walking out and I like grab you behind a barrel.
It's like, oh shit.
Cherym,
Mhm.
who are you following? Like, are you specifically following anybody? Like, did you guys spread out in the room, or did you all
I
go in
think
one direction?
I was intending to spread out.
Okay.
So
Are you
I
near anyone in particular?
no.
No. Okay.
I'm trying to. So it's like a kind of like it's a circular space, correct?
Yeah, a kind of oblong kind of.
So yeah,
space.
I'm hoping to go. If oh fuck, I forgot your name. Runey went to the right, then I would go to the left and try and go all the way to the other side so that we could get kind of behind them.
Gotcha. You're kind of encircling them then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. You're all able to do that. I think Valencia, you kind of just stick close to Runey, and she helps you not, like knock over a barrel. And Darcy, you're totally fine. And none of you know where Cherym is.
I'm sure she's in here somewhere.
So
Goblins are
I'm going to take out a little piece of wire and point at where I know Runey to be and cast message. And I'm going to say, "You seem like a woman of some taste. I need to make their skin into a dress, so we need to be careful about how we do this. They're
Ew.
prismatic, and I think they're pretty."
It was so gross. Sorry. Anyway, continue.
Well, first, from my post behind a barrel. Can I see the people that they're eating, like, at all? Like,
Give me a perception check.
14.
Yeah, you can get a pretty good view.
Did any of them match Eleanor's description?
The one that had its like head sucked up into the thing, it sort of releases it, and a woman's face like is revealed, and she falls onto the ground, and you see that is Eleanor.
Oh,
Well, shit.
Well, we've got news now.
yeah. Yeah.
Can I tell if she's dead?
Fucking Death God Ranger. Oh wow, she's dead. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, bum, 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 bum. I'm so sorry. 18.
Yes, she is dead.
Okay.
Gonna pour one out for my homie Kellenvor.
Do you just have like a utility belt of small drinks that you can just pour out for people?
Yeah, in honor of the dead.
Like potions, but it's really just an alcohol for Kelvin.
Yeah.
That's so good.
People that figure it out think I have a problem, and I'm like, no, it's not for me.
All right, guys, how are you gonna handle this?
I
So
mean,
it's two separate creatures, correct?
Yes, there are two of them.
I have an eyelash in my eye. In case anybody was wondering, that's why I keep taking my glasses off and rubbing my face. Okay. I can send a message back to you, right?
You can reply to this message.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'm like, you're just like,
Yeah, I was like,
okay.
I was reading the chat. I wasn't listening to you. I'm very sorry.
Yeah. I send back. If you have plan, make it fast. Otherwise, I'm gonna burn them all. Runey.
I cast Dissonant Whispers on the one closest to me.
Ooh, all right. Let's roll for initiative.
Do I get a surprise round? Because
So you're all rolling initiative, but this is considered a surprise round. So it'll still go in initiative order, but the worms won't get any actions, and
Okay.
they're considered surprised.
question:
natural
how?
20.
Jesus fuck!
Wow.
22, so 22.
I have a 5.
The Luke family's killing it tonight.
that's a natural 9.
Okay, so Jeffrey, what'd you get total?
Just 9.
Just 9. You have nothing to add to that. Okay. Breanna was 20.
My initiative.
Oh.
Yeah. Just
Breanna was 22. Stacy, what'd you get?
5.
5. That's right. Kail, what'd you get?
I also got a 22.
Fuck.
The hell,
Okay.
guys?
And the Conqueror Worms got 14
Laying
and
on the
10.
loose.
Clearly, I should also be using the D&D Beyond Dice Roller.
Yeah, I know. I guess it's amazing.
Shit.
It hasn't been bad. It's been kind of fun.
Brianna, what's your dex? Kail, what's your dex?
17.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't on that screen at all. My dexterity is a 14.
Okay, so Kail goes first. All right, so we got Runey, and then we got Cherym, and then we got the worms,
Cool.
and then we got Valencia, and then we've got Darcy.
In last place, where I belong.
Just you're setting yourself up
Bringing
for
up the
kill.
rear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
Darcy.
time I get my name, Saint Orange.
Fucking Jasper that shit and come out of nowhere and just steal our glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Killing
I don't think I
blow.
can do that at level 1.
Sure you can. Sure you can.
Somebody has
You
to.
just walked in there last time and took it, so
I mean, that wasn't a good idea, though. I just did it.
All right, at the top of the initiative is Runey again.
okay. Well, since you didn't come up with a plan fast enough, I take one of those bombs and I throw it at the fucking worm.
I did. You just out-additioned me.
Okay, give me an attack roll,
Bombs
please.
now.
This is going to be an improvised roll. I'm going to say it's dexterity because you want to make it an accurate hit.
Yeah.
And no proficiency.
Also, how are you going to ignite it?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming I'm igniting it beforehand and then throwing it.
Like a Molotov cocktail kind of a thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Jordan, I'm sorry. What did you want me to?
Dexterity, no proficiency.
Gotcha. Oh, 22.
Wow, that's your lucky number tonight, I guess.
It is, apparently.
You take your little flint and steel and you light it, and you can see the worms kind of like and then you just see this lantern and flame just erupts over one of these worms, and you can see the flames like splatter over onto the bodies as well, and they start to burn, and the worm starts to burn too. Let's say it's a 2d4, one for the impact, one for the burning.
Okay.
It's gonna smell real bad in here in a second.
Did that hit both of them or just
2?
2, okay, that's still something. 23, you rolled minimum damage. Okay, that it only hit one of them. They are large creatures, so it hit one space that they are occupying.
Okay.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, I duck right back behind that barrel. Whoop.
Okay. Are you using? You don't have cunning action yet. Okay. So we're just assume that you're hidden. Maybe you aren't. Maybe you are. Cherym, it is your turn.
Yeah, so like I previously stated, I cast Dissonant Whisper.
That's right.
So
what do I gotta do?
Cherym just whispers like a little ditty behind her hand because she's so sneaky and hidden, and you need to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And beat a 14.
A 2 fails.
Yay! This is my big boy. I hope I roll well. Not bad. 10 points of damage.
Oh, that's really good. Was it the one on fire or the one not on fire?
The one closest to me, so I assume the one not on fire.
Okay. Cool. All right. It has taken damage. It is now the Conqueror Worm's turn, but they are considered surprised for this round, so it is now Valencia's turn.
Oh, how close are they to me?
From where you are in the room, maybe like 10, 15 feet away from you.
Should I just do it? Should I just attack it?
Just go get it, big girl.
Fuck it. I'm gonna run up to the one closest to me and I'm gonna take a swing at it.
Okay.
1 second, let's see. That is a 9 to hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately. You go up to swing, and it's sort of like writhing a bit, and your sword just kind of like swings past, kind of nicks a little bit of it, but its hide is a little too strong.
All right, not my girl's day today.
No, I'm sorry. If that's the end of your turn, it's going to be Darcy's turn.
Okay. Well, since this room is in no way large enough for me to use my bow,
no, it is. I would say that it is.
No, it's a longbow, buddy. It's 150 to 600.
No, 150 is 600 is your max, and then 150 is your max without disadvantage. But you can still shoot as long as they're not within melee of you.
But it's gonna suck.
No, it won't suck. You can totally use your longbow. You just can't be in melee with
it. If I'm gonna get disadvantage, then I would rather just run in.
No, you're not. You're not gonna get disadvantage.
You don't get disadvantage unless you're in melee. That is just your minimum range without disadvantage to hit something.
I'm still confused. I'm still gonna stab it.
Okay, you can use your bow without disadvantage.
Okay. You can
stab it.
Stab it.
Okay, you put your short sword into the bow. You shoot the short sword.
No. 13. Fuck.
That does hit. Are you attacking the one on fire or not?
If we're all pretty evenly spaced, then it's probably the one that's not on fire, because I would have to be on the opposite side from Runey and Valencia.
What'd you roll for damage?
I don't know yet. That's a 6.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
It's
6 damage. You using an offhand attack?
Yep. Fuck. Nope, that went on the floor. Okay, we're gonna try that again. No, I do not hit it.
What'd you roll?
It's an 8. I don't hit
That
it.
doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not. Sorry.
And then I die.
Runey, it is your turn. Going back up to the top.
Cool. Yeah. Just gonna come up behind it if I can,
Sure.
and sink my rapier into it.
The one that is on fire.
Yeah.
Get it.
I'm gonna kill it.
Get it.
That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
And that's 7 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Then I'll come up behind with my dagger. That's also another 20.
My dagger. Yep, that hits.
And that's 3 points of damage.
Okay, so that was 10 total. So Valencia runs out, swing, miss, but then that one worm sort of moves out of the way. Darcy runs up and stab, and is able to do a little bit of damage. And then you see Runey run out to the one that's on fire and is just like, stab onto it. And you're doing some pretty good damage. Cherym, it is your turn.
I'm going to throw my boomerang at the one closest to me.
Okay, that is the one that is not on fire.
Yes. No.
No? Okay.
No.
All right.
No, that was a 2.
No, that
I
doesn't
need to
hit.
stop rolling the purple one. The purple one is I finally understand Laura Bailey.
Can you give me a dexterity check?
To catch it.
Yeah.
15 plus
15,
2.
yeah. So while you're all in the midst of this fight, you see this little glinty, like jewel encrusted boomerang just like around the room, and you like look at it. You're like, "What?" And then the goblin catches it and ducks behind a barrel again.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to hide. I do not hide well.
Okay.
That's fine.
Ducks behind the barrel, but then the barrel like and rolls out of the way, and you see a goblin there.
It's really weird that bards get nimble escape at level 1, but rogues don't get it until level 3.
No, goblins get nimble escape.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm a goblin, y'all.
You're goblin. It is now the Conqueror's.
Really played a bard in 5e before, so I was like, this is weird.
It is now the Conqueror Worm's turn, and they are going to attack. The one on fire is going to take 1d4 points of fire damage. Kail, if you could roll that.
Yep. 3.
Okay. And it's going to... The one on fire is going to attempt to attack you. That is so much. That is 25.
Yeah.
And it does this. It does 14 points of damage.
I'm dead.
You're unconscious. And you need to make a dex save, but because you're unconscious, you automatically fail it. And you get
Sure.
swallowed.
Oh.
This is going
no.
great, guys.
Not a healing.
I'm not used to being so weak.
Wow, that really... Okay.
Do you feel good? Do you feel good about yourself right now?
Yes, I feel good. I'm going to embrace it. The other one goes to attack Darcy because you were actually able to hit it. And it rolls a 22.
Yeah, great, cool, thanks. How much damage does that do? Am I also unconscious and swallowed?
And that does 7 points of damage.
Great, cool.
I need you to roll me a DC 11 dexterity save, or you're going to be swallowed.
You're going to take the chaos.
Oh my god. This is his plan all along.
I never know if Eleanor's dead or alive.
For all our stupidity.
No, we know she's dead.
No,
She's
the
literally
guy
dead,
that
right
sent
there.
us Here.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
no, you'll never know.
I mean, eventually he'll give up.
Next
Oh.
weekend, we'll just do this one shot again, and
New characters are trying again. They find our ball.
Okay. 16. I don't get swallowed.
Yeah, so it kind of like
Suck
bites
it.
onto you and starts to like try and suck you into it, and you're just like, no, and you push it off.
You're not a monk, Stacy.
I could be.
She could multi-class. Don't put her in a box. Valencia, it is your turn.
Anybody can throw these hands.
What those hands do.
I'm just gonna swing at the one that I guess got Darcy because that's the closest one to me. Because I'm like, oh shit, the other.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Runey. Oh, that's not bad. A 22 to hit.
That hits. You're attacking the one that swallowed Runey.
Is that the one that attacked Darcy? Because I went for the one.
No, sorry. You said Runey, and I didn't hear you quite clearly. Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
4.
4. Okay. It's looking rough, but it's still up. So you're able to take your long sword and you sink into it a little bit, and you hit it, and it kind of like squirms a bit in pain, and you're able to, get that attack in. Darcy, it is your turn.
Cool.
Kail, did you get sneak attack?
I didn't. I should have, but I didn't.
You went first, even. That sucks.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, I
Not
guess
myself now.
I will try to. Are both of the worms like right next to each other? Like if I try
Yeah.
to move to hit the other one, will I be okay? Great.
You can move between them and still stay within melee of them.
Okay. Then I will try to. I guess. Can I see like where in the worm Runey is? Like,
You can see a bulge, You can see a bulge. Like
Okay.
from where it's swallowed.
cool. Okay.
Oh yeah, no,
impressive
because
bulge,
you are a
okay.
halfling.
I'm a halfling.
Give me a perception check, actually. We'll see if you
Okay.
can.
Why are you giving the DM more to work with?
Because it's funny.
Thank you, Kail.
Oh, okay. Well, I crit failed, so I don't see shit.
She's like, it's in there. She's in there somewhere.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll try to stab it, not
Attack
like-
it.
fuck.
Oh. And this was the day we died.
That's a 13.
That hits.
Cool.
That just hits.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
And that's 5 damage. That's
Okay.
minimum, which sucks.
All right.
Offhand.
Gerblins.
A lot.
Okay, yeah, it hits. Roll damage.
Also 5.
5.
The one
that
I
was
roll well on is
exactly the
the
amount
one
of hit points it had left.
Thank God.
So Darcy, you see Runey get sucked up into this worm, and it's kind of like wriggling a little bit, and you see like the little feet like go sucked in, and you're like, no, and you run over with both your short swords, and you just start like hacking at it, and it kind of like quivers a bit and hits the ground kind of hard.
And then Runey crawls out very slowly and goes, "That was gross."
I'm unconscious.
But Runey is unconscious.
But you still
inside
crawl.
Of a worm.
It's fine.
It is dead, and you would technically be taking acid damage if it was alive, so I'm going to skip that so you don't automatically fail 2 death saving throws, but I am going to need you to make a death saving throw.
Boy.
Death saving throw.
No, that's an 8.
All right, 1 failure. And that is your turn. Cherym, there is still 1 worm left, and as you are looking at sort of this carnage of Darcy hacking up, you see 2 of the bodies start to get up.
Okay. Fuck bullshit. All right. God fucking damn it. I was trying
This
to be
is going well.
and I used all my spell slots, and now I don't have any spell slots.
You
and
still have a boomerang.
I do. I have Vicious Mockery as well, but I don't have any
Ooh.
healing left, which sucks because that would be really helpful right now. No, I'm going to throw the boomerang again. It doesn't hit.
What did you roll?
Why can't I hit anything? It's an 11.
Yeah. Were you trying to hit the worm?
Oh, actually, just 1 second. Just 1 second. I'm so sorry. This is hold music that I'm making for you. You're welcome. It's actually a 13. Doesn't that hit? Is that the
The 13 hits the worm.
Yes! I am throwing it at the worm. Sorry. I actually hit something with my boomerang, you guys. This is exciting.
Surprised no diamonds have fallen out yet.
4. It's very well made.
4. Okay. You hit it, and it does some damage, but it does not come back to you because that's not how boomerangs work. So you huck it, and it's whack, and you hear this really loud hit, like thwacking sound, and it all just like clacks to the ground.
How far away am I?
Like 10, 15 feet. You can go
I
get
run
it.
to it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I can't drag you because that would be an action. I grab it and I disengage as a bonus action, and
Great.
go across the room.
So, like, little encrusted boomerang hits, Goblin, grab, runs away.
Oh god.
Valencia, it is your turn. You have the worm still towering over you, and you have 2 new bodies that have come up, and they are going to attack you. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's the Conqueror Worm's turn. My bad, I almost skipped them. I shouldn't do that, because I need to attack you guys.
No, you should.
No,
You should
yeah,
skip that.
Darcy ran over to attack the other one. Their Goblin just ran away, and so, unfortunately, Valencia, you're the only one in range, so it's going to attempt to attack you. And it rolls a 24.
Uh-huh.
Does that hit you?
Of course it does.
And it does... Oh, God. Why? It does 13 points of damage.
You are literally going to TPK this party.
And you get eaten by the worm.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it's your turn, which means that you would take 2d4 points of acid damage, so you fail 2 death saving throws.
Holy
We officially have no healing in this party.
I failed 2 death saving throws already. Okay.
But no, that's on the worm's turn. So if it comes back to the worm, you'll take that. So you're fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna amend that.
Oh god. Oh god.
See, that's the DM's being nice to us.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so Valencia doesn't get a turn. Darcy, your turn.
Great! Thanks. I love it.
There's 2 worm fiends and a
okay.
conqueror worm in front of you. The
Well-
goblin has disappeared, and both of your other friends, are inside the worms.
Great. I'm gonna try to stab this other fucking worm again, I guess.
Go for it.
Shit.
Save you, girl.
Okay, well, I failed on the first one. I hit on the second one.
It has 1 hit point left. How
Save
would
Well,
you like
then
to
it doesn't
kill
matter because he's
How
only
would you
doing
like to
minimum
kill it?
damage. How big is it?
It's a large creature. It's like towering over you.
Oh, well, I was gonna try to like stab it in the face, but I can't really.
It's
reach
a
its
worm and
face.
it doesn't really have a face.
Okay,
so-
but the bit of it that I imagine would be its face.
But you do know
Jardin.
where Valencia is because Valencia is a medium-sized creature, so you
That's
can, in
true.
theory, like cut down in
I was
front
gonna
of
say, can I
Alright.
like very dramatically like cut Valencia out of the worm?
Yeah, so in this moment, it grabs Valencia and lifts her up, but you take your short sword and you just swing right as it lifts its head, and you split it open, and Valencia falls onto the ground unconscious.
Just
And-
in case, for the 2 unconscious ones, quick shout out to Kellenbor. Like, just
free
in
action,
case.
take out 2 things, pour them out just in case.
Yeah.
And the 2
Pretty
worm
bad.
fiends that had risen up, when the worm dies, they collapse onto the ground.
I did it! You're welcome.
Runey,
Can't thank
give
you,
me
I'm
another death
unconscious.
saving throw. Valencia, give me another death saving throw.
19.
That's one success.
Woo.
Just roll d20.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's the undead now, right? Like, we're not out of combat.
No, you are out of combat. When the worm died, they fell over and didn't.
So
move
I
out.
want to go do a medicine check on Valencia.
Sure. Also, what was your death saving throw?
19.
You're one success.
So that's a 19 plus 2, so...
I will say with that
Stabilize.
roll, you are able to stabilize her.
Let's say, can I also try to do a medicine check on? What was it? You did Runey. Can I do Valencia?
She did Valencia.
did-
so
Oh, you
Runey.
did Valencia. Okay, great.
go
Can
for
I
it.
try a medicine check?
Mhm.
I'm not proficient, but I still have a +4.
Yeah, Valencia was a little more fucked up.
That's 13.
13. Yeah, that's enough. Just DC 10 for that.
Okay.
So you are able to stabilize them. They are unconscious. And they will be for, let's see, 3 hours-ish, unless
That's
you do something.
inconvenient. I just like slap a little, not hard, just a little slap.
Okay.
Describe how you kill Valencia.
No, non-lethal damage.
Give me a persuasion check. Sure. Let's see how well you can.
a persuasion check
Yeah.
to slap. Okay. That's a 6.
6. No, you give a little like slaps on the face, and they're out. So what you doing?
Well,
You're in a cellar with a bunch of bodies. You found the one
Yeah.
that you were looking for. She's dead.
yeah. Oh, does she like have anything identifying on her that I can like, I don't know, bring back? So be like, hey, we have news.
Yeah, there is a signet ring on her.
Cool.
Does she have any other shinies?
Grab that.
She does have a pendant as well.
I take that.
Okay, you take that.
Tails would have just brought her head.
Well, Tiggles isn't here, is he?
No, he's
Jasper
not.
would have just animated the body.
Look,
Here's your
it's your wife.
So I want to pull my loot out and hold it over the stain again because I've remembered about it. And I start to play a little song for my friend Darcy, who I've decided we're friends now.
Okay,
About
is this
how good of friends we are, and I'm going to give her bardic inspiration.
this could be a song of rest if you want?
Do I have Song of Rest at first level? Because I was just
I don't know.
looking for that. I don't think
It might be
I
second
don't
level.
think you do.
Yeah, I don't think I do because I looked for that just to make sure maybe I could like bring everybody up, but I don't
Okay.
have it yet.
That's fine. So you did that to who? Darcy. All right, Darcy, you are bardically inspired.
People because they can't hear me, I think is the
Cool.
consensus on that.
Mhm.
that's-
But anyway, and then I want to go do an investigation check and see if I can find any clues about what the fuck happened here.
That's like a
Uh,
D6, right?
sure.
Yeah, D6 at level 1.
Give me an investigation.
Oh, not bad. 17.
17. You sort of looking around, you notice that the worms had burrowed up through the floors, and you notice that there are drag marks. So they had gone up into the main room, killed everyone, basically, and drug them down back into this place and have been feeding on them for the last 2 days.
Cool.
Gross.
Cool. Hey, Darcy.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you're still hearing that hard, are you?
I don't know. Am I still hearing that hard?
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, that's inconvenient. It's still there. I was kind of hoping. I mean, like maybe. I feel like it's probably not.
Fantasy
Just
tinnitus.
given the
I'm sorry. That
dead people, the
You would've
worms.
I just couldn't help it.
But I'm not really a doctor, so I can't.
So
say
is this
for
like a
sure.
cellar?
Yeah, this is a large cellar.
So
Is there like
I happen to remember that our poet friend was drinking blood earlier that he claimed was his own. So I'm going to go tap some of these kegs and see.
Oh no, he wasn't drinking blood. He was drinking wine. He was in a pool of his own blood earlier.
Oh,
big difference?
Yes.
that's a big difference. This whole time I thought he was drinking his own blood. I was
Nope.
like, hardcore.
With your investigation check too, there are still some full casks of wine in here. Probably about 250 gold for all of it.
I can't.
Can you carry it all is the real question.
Does
You were
anyone have
given horses,
Enter's
you were
floating
given-
disc?
I saved Valencia's life, so hopefully she'll carry it for me.
Still a lot of wine to carry.
We've got a cart. We just have to get outside.
Well, I
I
guess
haven't
so.
woken up yet, so who knows what I'll do.
So you have Montresor, who's still upstairs.
Yeah,
You have Lebrim, who's still tied to a chair.
yeah.
You have Eleanor. You have the Baron's wife's body, and you have the casks of wine if you want them. So what are you doing?
I mean, is there is this an enclosed area? Do I see like any other, I don't know, doors or trap doors or
Give me
hidden
an investigation check.
things? Okay. Oh no, that's terrible. That's a 7.
7. No, you just see the one hole that the worms had dug up to Lebrim's room.
Cool. Awesome.
Is
All
anybody else hearing that rhythmic beating? This is not a joke.
I think it's the fan in our room. It's hot.
Okay, that's fine then. Sorry. Too much Poe.
You're hearing the telltale heart.
Great.
Killing blood.
Jardin killed us all and made Breanna just scared.
All right.
Fucking-
Well, I mean, we found the wife. I don't really know what else is in here. I didn't see anything. Like, the beating thing is kind of inconvenient, but, like, I could probably go see a cleric back in town. I don't know. I'm sure someone could figure it out.
Sure. So what are y'all doing? You gotta get back to the Baron. And what are you doing?
Well,
You got
we're
you
on
got covered.
positive.
Yeah, I know.
We're waiting for them to wake up at this point.
Okay, so
Are we?
you
Okay.
do wait for them. Do you move them to another room, or do you just leave them in the cellar?
Well, I've been investigating this. How long did you say they were going to be unconscious for?
3 hours.
3 hours.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not strong enough to move them, so I just leave them. And I'm gonna go wander around the rest of the estate and see if there's anything else that I want.
I'll try to move them, at least, like, out of the worms.
Okay, you do that.
Harvest that worm. Can I roll survival?
Yeah, I will say that when you're wandering around the estate, you find some stables and you find a cart, and then you suddenly go, worms! And you run back.
Okay. I love that idea. I literally already have a cart, but I'm like out there going, "Oh, nice cart! Oh, worm!" 15.
You're able to get off enough material to make a nice garment out of the worm.
I'm gonna
Skin.
ask somebody
Worm
to,
skin?
to tan this. I'm not sure how you tan worm.
Yeah, I don't.
Is it still shiny like it was while they were alive, or did it get dull?
It's dulled a bit, but it's still like a prismatic kind of color.
Kind of like a seashell.
So it's matte, but it's still like multicolored.
Take it.
How did you even lift that?
I did it. I cut
Put around it.
it off. I skinned it, basically.
And you move the bodies out of the worm guts and everything.
Yeah. Do you want
Okay.
me to roll for that? No?
No, you have enough
Okay.
strength. You can do it. You would just be encumbered. All right, Runey and Valencia, you come back to consciousness.
God, fuck, that was the worst night of sleep I've ever had.
What? Hey, what
I don't think that was sleep.
Well, if the dead sleep, then why not the unconscious?
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
I go over to a cask of wine and like rinse my mouth out because I taste like worm goo.
Okay, you take your dagger and you tap the cask, and you rinse as you please, and it is still leaking onto the floor.
That's fine.
I'm going to say you lost 50 gold, and it's now 200 gold for the rest of those.
Sure. Again, if we can carry them even out of the cellar.
You can probably like roll them out.
Did
They're not like enormous casks. They're like small
Like
ones.
barrels?
Yeah.
Hmm.
did the wine come out clean?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't fucking trust this shit.
Okay, and I asked these two if they thoroughly investigated the room.
Yeah, I mean, I looked around. I didn't see a whole lot of anything.
Well, I feel like we did a pretty good job. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to look around. How's that?
You can go fuck yourself.
Give me an investigation roll.
Ah,
I don't trust you.
24.
24. Okay, you're able to find a secret entrance up to the library, behind one of the bookcases, but also while you're going through it, you're able to find like a hidden panel where sort of the walls had been put up to keep the cellar from collapsing, and behind it you find a corpse.
I want to check the corpse.
Okay. The corpse has sort of been decayed a little bit. It's been there a little while, but you notice that in one of its eye sockets is a glass blue eye.
Hey guys, I think I found the previous lord. I'm going to check his pockets and take his glass eyeball.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
You just get the eyeball. There's nothing in his pockets.
Is there anything unique about the eyeball? It just looks like a glass blue eyeball.
It's a glass eye. Are you trained in Arcana?
I'm not. Nope.
Then it is a glass eye to you.
Cool. It's glass eye. Alright, well.
Did I hear anything weird at all? While I
Just a beating of a
wander
heart.
over there? I mean, yeah, but like,
No, you don't hear anything in particular over there.
Okay.
can I stab the corpse through where the heart would be?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
You do so, and you still hear the beating of that heart.
That's inconvenient.
Well, I would like to move the body. What else is behind this panel? It was just a hidden panel.
It was just the body. That's where he had stored it.
I see.
Hid it.
Stored for
Okay.
later use.
Hmm. Okay, so what are you
Cool.
doing? What are you taking
Well,
back with you?
I mean, should we take her body? I mean, I grabbed the ring off it, but I don't know. Do you think he wants to see her body like this?
nah.
You might want to inter her with the family.
Nah.
I guess.
Nice lady.
Well, I can start, trying to get her up out of there, I guess.
Sure, you're able to do so.
Put her on the cart that we have.
To be kind of morbid, she weighs less because of the blood loss. So
I
you're able
mean,
to get her
yeah.
over to the cart.
That's to be expected.
Mhm.
How tall is she?
5'8".
Oh, she's taller than me.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay, are you all on your way?
Shoulder.
Quick question. Did they find a door out of the cellar that led to topside besides the tunnel we came through?
You did, and it was to the library.
Okay, that was it though. Like there was.
That was it.
There's no other one to like
Nope.
this grounds. Okay.
Nothing else.
And then the worms got into the cellar because they tunneled in.
Yes. So while you were also looking around the room for the cellar, there is a hole where, like a really big hole in the ground in sort of one of the corners, and you would assume that's where the worms came up into the cellar.
Gotcha. Okay. I ain't going down no more fucking holes.
Yeah. Peace.
You look down and it's collapsed in anyway.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, let's take this corpse to get our money.
There is still Lebrim, who's tied to a chair, Bontresser, who is on the floor, and anything else you want to take or do? Just letting you know what you got.
Sure. Load them up, I guess, onto the wagons, and then I want to go like check out the stables and what else is going on. There's like no help around anywhere.
The help you've found has been dead.
Sure.
Like the cooks have been dead and stuff. You're able to look at the stables. There's nothing there, like a few dead horses. But there was the cart that Cherym had found. And you're able to see some like living quarters as well.
Sure. I guess I go through those.
Okay.
Just a quick make sure nobody else is here.
Yeah. So the staff housing, give me an investigation check or perception just through the rooms.
15.
15. Okay. You're able to find like 4 gold's worth of mundane items throughout them. You don't find any like stashes of gold or whatever. But you do notice that under one of the beds you hear like a whimpering.
Okay. I like knock softly and go, hello, is there somebody there?
You hear kind of like a, ah! and you hear like skitching like feet pushing away further under the bed.
Okay. I like call out that, it's safe now. The bad things are all dead now. The Emperor Baron dude sent us.
She
Nobody was under the bed.
Yeah, she kind of like peeks out a little bit. She goes, "Is mommy gonna come home soon?"
Oh dear.
Mm.
Who was your mummy, sweetie?
She worked in the kitchen. She was one of the cooks.
Do you have other family in the capital?
She shakes her head.
Boy.
Oi. Sorry.
Well,
Just put her on the cart. She was like, well.
Yep.
Are we taking this orphan child with us now?
You know what? The Baron has a new ward.
There you go. Yeah, just take up a little bit of
What?
The other guy. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the other guy. The Baron's not a
Emperor?
murderer. When you try and get her out of there, she clings to the bed. She's like, no, they'll come. They come, the Willow Man. The Willow Man's gonna take me. And
Hi, just a second. It's God here. Hello.
oh my gosh.
Who is the Willow Man?
It's some sort of like story that she had heard. It's some like creature that would live in the woods.
Did you just put Slender Man in D&D?
No.
By no, he means yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let go because I'm like, you know what?
I would like for you to come with me. You might not think it because I know I'm very beautiful, but I'm also very strong.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Are you sure this is not deception?
Well, you were saying to come with her. I mean, sure, it can be either.
Oh man. 9?
9. I
I did not roll well.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't believe you.
Well, your mother's dead and everybody hates you. I cast.
What?
Why are you doing this to a literal child?
Cherym?
I'm so sorry.
Cherym?
Why are you casting vicious
Why?
mockery on a child?
I'm gonna knock her out and then I'm gonna use a medicine check to save her and take her with us.
I'm gonna
I feel like
Cherym in the middle of this to interrupt.
Try? You want to try me?
Yeah.
Roll initiative, bitch.
All right, roll initiative. Oh my god, this is not where I thought this was gonna go.
It's a natural 1. It doesn't even matter.
Good.
Oh.
I'm still a goblin, guys.
Let's say that you knock. How do you stop? The
I just want to
spellcasting?
slap her in the mouth.
Yeah. All right. Give me an attack roll.
while this is happening, I pull out some jerky. I just want to hold it out like, hey kid, you hungry?
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, you smack the goblin away, and the little girl looks at the food and just like goes over and hugs Darcy's leg and takes the jerky and just starts eating it.
Cool. I'm gonna pick this kid up. She's my new best friend.
Okay.
Did you just find your animal companion?
I'm pretty sure this is a small human and not an animal, but you know, like a companion for now, sure.
Oh my
What's your name, kid?
Her name is Jenny. Jenny Alsby.
All right, Jenny.
Jenny.
It might be safer for you if you come with us. That's probably kind of weird because you don't know us, but I promise all of the worm things are dead.
She has no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
She's
fine.
like, all I heard was screaming from the house. I don't know what's happening. She was so scared, and all she hears is this loud beating in her ears.
Boy,
Oh, you hear that too?
Yeah.
Jenny.
When did that start?
2 days ago.
Cool. Do you know? I mean, there was a party, but like, do you know what else happened? Maybe.
She doesn't know because she was in her room when she heard all the screaming.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the room is like out aside from the manor.
All right. Well, guys, any ideas? Should we just hike it out of here?
Is Lord LeBron up again? Awake?
Lebron?
Yeah,
No,
Lebron.
he's still passed out.
I thought he was awake. He was like mumbling and stuff when we went down the little tunnel.
Yeah, he wasn't like conscious. Like he wasn't lucid. He was just
okay.
like in a kind of like a fugue state.
Gotcha.
Can I like shake him awake?
Yeah, you can shake him awake.
I want to go over and shake him and see if he's a little more lucid.
He seems to be at the moment.
Okay.
But who knows how long that will last.
Sure. I want to ask him. Well, first of all, I want to show him the glass eye.
He looks at it in terror and he starts screaming.
And I ask him, "What is this?"
He's just like, it's my father. It's my father's eye. It won't stop watching me.
Why do you think this is watching you?
Because I see it everywhere. I see it everywhere.
Okay, so hear me out. What if we just like throw it really hard and break it?
Can I find like a hammer or something in like the stable?
Sure.
Okay. I put it on a rock and I smash it.
You smash it, and he sees it smashed, and he's stunned.
Okay. Did that help?
What are you trying to help?
Him. I'm asking him, did that help?
He just like is staring at it like he has no idea what to do. Like he sees it broken, like he saw it, but like it's been plaguing him for days, so
Sure.
he has no
Do
idea.
I still hear anything?
Yep, still hear the.
Cool. Well, I scoop up all the glass bits into a little baggie. Have a wizard look at this when we get back to the capital, I guess.
Yeah, fuck this.
Okay. Fucking.
Is there
magic.
anything else
Stupid man.
on the property that would be a point of interest?
No, you've exhausted all of your avenues of exploration.
Cool.
You now have the casks of wine, a little girl who is succumbing to whatever thing is happening. You have an insane man, another insane man who's constantly drunk, and the body of the Baron's wife.
Okay,
Alright.
so like, how bad would it be if I just burnt the rest of the dilapidated property to the ground?
That's not for me to decide, but you can do it if you want. You still got one of those lanterns.
I mean, I'm asking my team.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
like,
So I don't do a lot of reading, but I do know that books are expensive.
Sure. I mean, we can go get those if you want. We can put them out here. Put them in the stable.
yeah. I mean, as far as the fire thing goes, though, I mean, technically no one lives here anymore, right? Because he's crazy. We got him with us. He's probably not going to live here anymore. Maybe
Well,
better safe than
yeah.
sorry?
Also, I've had an idea. This might be a broken clock situation where I'm only right twice a day. But, tiny girl child, did you drink anything in the last couple of days? No?
Oh,
You're muted.
I'm sorry about that. I drank some water. She's not had anything to eat or drink, but that's why she went after the jerky, because she was really hungry. I know she didn't have any wine.
okay. Well,
I say we burn it in case.
Well, I'm gonna run in and quickly try and grab whatever books look the most expensive.
Okay, you're able to just grab them based off of you're judging books by their covers,
I grab
and you
sure.
just pull all these books off.
So, this is just kind of weird, but I'd like to go look at that clock that Cherym found the dagger in, just because like that's a strange place to find a dagger.
You don't find anything else very significant about it.
Okay. I got nothing,
Fine.
guys.
Do you burn the house down?
Burn it.
I don't think we're smart enough crew for this.
Hold on. Okay, and we check everywhere in the house
For what?
for
Just
anything.
generally,
Every
we
room.
looked in all the
You have exhausted the house of potential like things to find. I will just say that.
Cool. Yeah, burn it down.
Darcy,
Yeah.
did you by chance kill your dad?
No?
All right, just looking
No.
for, correlations.
Not that I'm aware of. Pretty sure he's still alive. with
Do you know
Mom.
who your father is?
Yeah? I mean, I haven't seen him in a while, but you
Hmm.
know, still alive.
That must
Since
be
the last letter I got anyway, so
Aw, she writes her dad. Yeah, so great.
I
So
love Darcy so much.
do you guys leave and go back to the it's a day's travel back?
yeah, guess so.
Okay, Darcy, I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Don't fuck it up this time. That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. The beating in your ears goes away.
Sweet.
How about
That's
the child?
Cool.
The child, she is starting to complain about it getting louder because she has a terrible Constitution score.
Okay, well, I feel pretty good. I'm
Is
not,
it the next day?
Yeah, it's the next day, and you are starting to get there. The little girl Jenny starts to like point at things and is like, "What's that?" and like describes it, but there's nothing there. You can tell that she's starting to hallucinate.
All right, kid. Maybe it's time to take you to see a cleric.
Yeah.
Maybe let's go visit a temple.
So you're able to get back to Baron Rennett's estate. All right, and what do you do?
We asked to see a healer right away.
He has a cleric that he can call on hand, and he sends out a page to go alert them, and they'll be back in a while.
So your wife is dead.
Wow, not the way I would have gone about it, but okay.
Get it off there.
Yeah, he was standing, and he just kind of sits and slumps, and he's just like, thank you. I was afraid that was what was the reality of things.
But we brought you a couple things.
Oh, I brought you her ring back, by the way.
He thanks you for it, and he takes it, and he just puts it in front of him.
And her body to put with your family crypt.
Mm.
We also brought you a drunk.
Yeah, two crazy guys.
And the Lord, yeah, the Lord of the...
Also a child.
Yeah, that too.
We brought you a daughter. Your wife had
when you say that, he actively starts crying, like in front of you.
Oh.
Don't break him.
Are you okay? I mean, that's a bad question.
Okay, just go out to him and do the pat. It's okay.
He could kill you.
Yeah, he just tries to compose himself, but it's really hard, and he's like, I will do my best to take care of her. I was alone because our daughter had died, and then now my wife is dead. But I will, and he's like really trying to find the strength. He's like really trying to like hold it together in this moment.
I'm gonna do it.
And he's like,
can I persuade him to be strong for his new war?
Yeah.
I give him bardic inspiration.
Sweet. He will take it.
That's a 21.
Nice. And I'll add the bardic to that, which is a +6, which is a max. So you go up and you empathetically are like, you could do this. I know this is hard, but like a man of your station, whatever else you say. And he sort of like collects himself and he just thanks you guys. He does give you each 100 gold.
Hell yeah.
And
Cool.
he thanks you for what?
The adoption fee?
The adoption fee.
Maybe
Give me a persuasion check at
just-
disadvantage.
Seven.
7. No, he doesn't. He just doesn't. He just ignores that comment. And he's giving each of you the title of constable in his barony
No.
Oh, okay.
for capturing Lebrim, who was like the source of this massacre, and you guys did a good thing by putting an end to it. So he does that as well. He imprisons Henrik. He takes Jenny under his wing as his ward, and he allows Montresor to stay there and sober up.
Wait, what does the cleric say about Jenny?
The cleric comes and says that she's suffering from what is called echo fever. And it basically causes worsening and worsening madness the longer you have it, unless you're cured of it.
Cool. So let's work on that.
Yeah,
Get that
and under his guidance and like taking care of her, she rolled a nat 20 and she is now doing better.
Yes. Get it, little child.
And that was Masque of the Worms.
Woo!
Woo!
We only slightly died.
Oh, wow, that was exciting.
Nobody died. We just
It
a
did
little
cross my
close.
mind that if everybody else died and I survived, I could ask for everyone's reward, and then I'd have enough money to really impress the Emperor when I went back.
Oh gosh,
And
buy
so
your
I'm
way
a
back into
little
favor. Yeah.
But also, I'm glad everybody's alive.
Yeah. Great job, guys. You did great.
We made it.
That was very
somehow.
exciting.
And thank you to the people watching. You entertained.
Yeah. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
oh my
for
God,
joining
that
us.
was funny.
Yeah, the chat was really funny. And I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah. I see my friend in there. She's like, it's always good to burn things just in case. Yeah, there's just
Yeah.
a smoldering pit where that house is. now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if we would have, I thought about taking the bodies somewhere and laying them out because I'm sure they're all a bunch of nobles who like people would have wanted their bodies. But those rats would have
Yeah.
caused the fucking plague across the entire land.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you did notice that the bodies that you hadn't like killed, like when you touched them, they would like twitch a little bit, but they wouldn't animate.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
exactly.
probably best to just clear that all out.
No more
Take that
zombies.
away. We don't need any weird undead walking around.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. We did our first live stream. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Wow.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, that's right.